KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs find out who they're going to play tonight in the playoffs, so the play-ins begin. The Spurs will take on the winner of the 7 versus 8 matchup, which is Portland and Phoenix. Tip-off in Phoenix is set for 9 o'clock local. The first game of the night will be the 9-10 matchup in the East as the Hornets welcome in the Miami Heat to Charlotte for a 6:30 tip. In other NBA news, Doc Rivers is out in Milwaukee as he and the Bucks have mutually parted ways after a 32-50 season and an irate and confused Giannis. The Bucks missed the playoffs for the first time in 9 seasons. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! How we doing? Welcome in. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. And over here to my left,
Hey, I'm busy.
guess who's back?
The hell?
The Colonel.
The Colonel himself.
Wow.
Robert Thompson. Colonel
missed a day.
Thompson, good morning.
Forgive my lateral list. Glad to be here, but I'm in help desk mode right now, so...
Well, we'll have to wait on that because we've got
No,
a big
this is
story
important.
to tell.
What's the big story?
Well, where were you yesterday, Rob?
I broke my tooth.
Your tooth?
You know, I told I'll work on that in a minute. I told my kids, if I could do one thing differently in my life, I've lived a pretty good life. I'm not upset with any of my decisions at all. I've made some missteps, but, we all step on landmines.
Of course.
I'd have taken better care of my teeth.
Okay.
And then it wasn't for lack of investment, because there is now not a tooth in my head that has not been drilled, filled, recovered, capped, cracked. They're all done.
All 40 of them?
Every one of them. Every one of them. The one that broke off, I'm just sitting.
All 22 of them now.
I'm only down to 3, but they're good ones.
All right.
This one just gave up. Just like, I'm out.
It was a bottom one?
It was a bottom right. See, and look, the temporary thing came out last night.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
no.
It's a dead hole.
So is this going to be a permanently dead hole?
Well, I'm going to have a new tooth put in. I'm going to have this whole thing where they drill the hole, and it's going to be a whole process.
That's why, I hate the dentist. I really
Oh,
do.
God.
Nope,
So,
nobody
again,
likes it.
then for those of us of an age, we grew up in San Antonio. We were the last major metropolitan area in the country by like 15 years to put fluoride in our water.
Okay.
So the Dental Association in San Antonio had a pretty strong lobby to keep the fluoride out of the water, to keep business up. So I grew up without fluoride in my water, and I imagine just about everybody my age has reached an end. And so many of us in the Air Force community had ready access to dentists who had to justify their existence. So if you went to the dentist, you were going to get a filling.
Right.
You never left without a filling. And so there's nothing left to do with these teeth. There's no more room.
When I was in the Army, it's great getting free dental care while you're in the Army, but I had to have wisdom teeth removed when I was in the Army. And here's the thing. I was awake the whole time.
Oh, glorious.
I could feel everything they were
dude.
doing. It was like, and since that day, I don't care to go to the, I go when I need to, but I never volunteer to go to the dentist.
I've always been the same way. And too bad I wasn't that. I should have been much better about it in my adult years because of the agony. I'm so old that when I got braces, everything that went onto your teeth, they didn't glue them on back then. There were these metal bands that they hammered on like with a hammer and a freaking chisel on all of your teeth. And I think that.
Yeah, I told him that I had braces too, twice, and I had the headgear.
And I had that. Well, I refused to wear it. I'm like, you know what?
The one from 16 Candles, what is Anthony Michael Hall?
The great thing is
you're going to have to find another way, man.
You had braces twice and headgear, and you still have that gap.
Yep. My teeth just go that way.
My poor sister.
That's why I had it twice.
My poor sister's had braces 3 times. Some people's teeth just shift like sand. I don't know. Luckily, I didn't have that, but my teeth have been so bad. And yesterday, my dentist and I, when I first got out of college, my father said there's things that you need to do. First of all, find a doctor your age and find an investment guy and grow old together.
Yeah.
And I found a dentist. Now, I've since outlived one doctor, sadly. But the idea reigns true. So my dentist, I've been going to her for 30 years.
Okay.
So I just call her, and she knows that because of my aversion to the dentist, I have to get the gas.
Right.
I cannot be awake for any of this.
Yeah.
So she knows to set up the gas.
By the way, this is a good move by Rob. I also believe that, and this is everyone who knows this show knows I'm a misogynist, and that there are some I believe there are man jobs and lady jobs. A dentist is a great lady job.
She has been a phenomenal.
Because they're gentle.
Well, they have tinier hands too.
All of that. Tinier, gentle.
I don't want a man dentist.
She has no compunction about me going, I need the gas. No problem.
I don't want a man
from
dentist.
100.
You know when they lean over and they're getting in there and you're trying to
I'm awake. It's not like I'm asleep, but I'm in la-la land. And then she has the goggles that run a movie while you're the whole thing's done. I'm like, hey, I'm watching a movie. I can't stay another 30 minutes because the movie's not over.
No, in Flea Bottom, they don't do that. They just have this long needle that they hold while they're talking to you.
Oh, she hides that thing. That's magician level expertise. The way they're able to hide that gigantic needle, and she comes at you with it like behind her back. You never actually see it. And then she's like, you're going to feel a little pinch. Yeah! And then that's the last thing you feel. Wow. So... she gave me a temporary cap, and last night during dinner, that came out too. So I have this gap that my tongue cannot stay out of. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it was all night last night. I'd wake up with, I can't stay out of it.
So this happened eating popcorn.
It happened, yeah. When it happened, I didn't know it had happened. So it had happened on a previous crunch, I think. I had dislodged it. Because I was just eating, and then I felt something kind of like really hard. So I thought, it was my tooth.
Oh, my God. The whole thing?
Most of it, yeah. But the thing is, it was mostly tooth and a lot of filling.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like,
so it's one that's already been worked on.
Oh, like I said, I'm out of teeth. That's it. There's no more fillings to be had.
Now, my thought was you were at the Spurs game, and I said every time, and here's why I thought it. Every time we go to the Spurs game, you get the popcorn.
I love the popcorn.
And you eat popcorn.
Like
you shake it into a hand.
As much as I can cram into my mouth at once is the way I eat my popcorn.
And I've seen you do this. I've seen you do this, and I've said one day he's gonna choke on popcorn. He's gonna hurt himself.
You were mostly right, but I wasn't at the Spurs game. I was at the San Antonio Sports All-Star Basketball Day, which went on all day. What an event, man! They really turned this thing into quite a deal. Broadcast all day long on KSAT. RJ Marquez sitting. So anyway, I was eating popcorn at a basketball game.
But you weren't. You were just watching. You weren't part of the broadcast.
Oh no. I'm on the selection committee.
Okay.
So I was just sitting there watching with a couple of dudes.
That's good at least.
But anyway, yeah, good day. And I'm just cramming popcorn in my mouth as usual, and out it came.
Oh my.
Yeah. And then it didn't hurt initially, so I'm like,
no big deal.
No big deal. Well, evidently that was one of the few teeth that have not had a root canal. So as the day went on, it got to the point where I couldn't. If air touched it, it hurt.
Yeah.
So I had to sit with my mouth shut. Kind of.
Well,
that's a terrible thing for a
Vic,
guy like
let's
me.
get some chicharrones or something like that.
Oh, I'm down. I can do anything today.
Or
tortilla crackers,
tortilla chips.
Oh,
where they'll dig into the.
Hold on. Corn nuts.
I think it was one of those. See, I love those almost popped kernels.
Like where just a little bit's exposed.
Just a little bit, but it crunches like a corn nut, but it doesn't have that acrid flavor. I love those. So obviously in a previous bite, I had cracked it on one of those, I think.
Oh, my.
Paid the price for the
No,
glory.
we'll get you some
popped.
peanut brittle. There you go.
See, I'm good now, man. Seriously.
Has it created a popcorn aversion?
No.
You're ready to get back in the game?
Dude, I've never left the game. You know, I'm not going anywhere. And I'll just do it on one other side of my mouth.
Okay. Well, when you shove it all there like that, it feels both sides.
Right now, if I ate it that way, it would come out the side.
I know.
I was going to say in the future, if that ever happens, you have an exposed nerve. What helped me was chewing some gum and then just pushing the gum and covering.
She said
that.
To pack it, so I did get some gauze and packed it. But that,
yeah, the gauze neck.
How long did you have to wait? So you broke the tooth on Sunday, and you saw her Monday morning.
Yeah, yesterday 7:30.
So it was like 12 hours, or
yeah, but she called in the script so I could sleep.
Okay, yeah, you were pretty miserable.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a pain that goes right to the middle of your brain. It hurts. I've blown knees and thank God not much worse, but that's as good. It's about as bad a pain as I've ever had.
Well,
yeah, that really hurt.
You know why, Rob? Because you don't know the pain of doing a show by yourself with no internet access.
No, that's when I first started back in my early radio days when there was no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Edwin gave the WNBA update yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he was all excited.
He was all wrong. He was wrong about
everything. Was he ready for the draft?
He was wrong about everything.
He had no idea what he was talking about.
See, I was kind of not in on the WNBA draft, and this is going to be a fun day.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if the WNBA, specifically the Dallas Wings, I wonder if they thought this through. I'm not sure they gave this the full committee treatment.
If you were to make a pair of wings with your hand, what would it look like? Make like you use your hands to make.
I'd do the Napoleon Dynamite.
Like that?
Yeah, that's the.
Okay. Well, that's a good one too.
Oh no, it's this one.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, there we go. Like that.
It's the Napoleon Dynamite. That's the way.
But what about this one?
That's not it. That's almost. Remember the church was. See, I'm going to go a different way.
No, that's nanu.
I'm going to go a different way than you.
Yeah.
Like, remember when you were a kid, at least us Southern Baptists, here's the church, here's the steeple, open the doors, and there's the people. See, you do it in kind of a perverted Spock handshake, weird scissor thing.
Oh, is that what they call it? A weird scissor thing?
That's called scissoring. Yeah, that's the
weird. Do you and I need to have a talk?
When you're at a bar, you do that to somebody.
Do we need to have a talk about what that is?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I hear that there's a...
But that's how I make wings with my hands.
That's how you do it?
Yes.
So
they flap like this.
It sounds like you're in on some kind of... Looks like you're in on some kind of handshake. You know, a private handshake to be a member of the club.
This is the most private handshake.
That's what I was thinking. Like I heard back in the day, like what was that movie that De Niro made, Cruising, where depending on where you put your bandana.
Yeah.
So if you walk up, if you come with a flat scissor, does that mean something? If you're that scissor, like are you the flat scissor or the side scissor?
I don't really know.
It's like top or bottom. Are you like a side center or a?
It's a world that I don't live in.
Really?
And nor
do
have
you
I
aspire to live in that world?
I don't think I'm allowed in that world.
No.
I think that's a world. Like some things you just can't change.
I've seen some porn that begs to differ.
Well,
there you go.
And I've read some penthouse forums back in the day.
Yeah,
I never thought it would happen to me.
I never read those.
Oh, they all started. I never thought it would happen to me.
Vic couldn't read. He's reading's for losers.
Well, I never finished the articles.
I
didn't know they had
I was really
articles.
interested until about halfway through.
About 70% through.
And then I wasn't interested at all. I never finished the story. I guess they lived happily ever after. I know I was happy for a minute.
You know what's really funny? On the TV behind Vic, the Orioles hit a home run, and the guy was going around the bases and did that.
Did he really?
For the Orioles. He did the bird wings. Now, he didn't do it the way I do. He didn't do it like this.
That's an entirely different sport.
Yes. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the WNBA draft a little. I've got to get your thoughts on the Spurs, and we'll also talk a game tonight that doesn't involve the Spurs, but it kind of matters to them. Yeah. We'll find out who the Spurs are playing in the first round of the playoffs tonight. All that fun, frivolity, and a toothless grin. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, mostly road work could possibly slow you down. 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. Now a 20-minute ride, and it's got you slow starting right around O'Connor. Southbound 35 before you get to 1604. That's a 10-minute ride, slow from FM 3009. On 35 southbound, Randolph to 410, a bit slow from Judson. And I-10 eastbound approaching Fulton, that road work in the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
It's Car Care Month, and Summit Racing has what you need for bumper-to-bumper care. Revive the interior, exterior, underhood, and more. Shop summitracing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends May 3rd, 2026.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hornitos 100% agave tequila isn't for the few, but for the many. To pour with friends and friends of friends. For you, for me, for everyone. Hornitos, the tequila de todos.
100% agave tequila for 100% of tequila lovers. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol volume, 2026 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
Fiesta with NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Calabria Road. NAW has promos that know how to party. Use promo code BLITZ to get free install American-made real truck undercover, Ultraflex truck bed cover, and the Rough Country hard fold low profile bed cover or hard roll-up bed cover. Save money. Shop local with NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse. Family owned and operated since 1978 in the Big Red Building at 3027 Calabria or online at nawtruck.com. Viva Fiesta!
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger, to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, everybody. We got a lot of music to talk about on the show today. All right, let's first discuss the very, 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 very important game that happened on Sunday between those Spurs and the Nuggies. This was, and people were acting like I was making too big of a deal of the game because, like, they're only worried about the first round. But to me, the idea that you could have had the Lakers on your side of the bracket with a win, and you have the Nuggets on your side of the bracket with the loss, that feels like a really big deal.
It does, and I think their nonchalance about it kind of hid the fact that I don't think they were nonchalant about it. I think that there was a mildly concerted effort to go do it. Now, obviously, they did it without Wemby, but everybody else played.
Well, and then the Nuggets had
no
played
one.
Joker for like 15 minutes,
So,
and then nobody.
This is a team that went 12, 13, and 5 without him.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that Mitch didn't try to light a fire. What are you talking about? You guys are good without him. Let's go beat these guys, especially considering. So, no, Denver knew exactly what they were doing. And yeah, I appreciate the nonchalance, but you're crazy if you don't try to take advantage of this opportunity. So when it doesn't happen, you come out and say, yeah, and I'm all about, I don't like playing with fate, but this one wasn't playing with fate. Go out and win the game.
Right.
It's not about I'm playing strategically.
You were giving your max effort to try and
go win the basketball game. So I think, I'm a little upset they didn't do it. Now, is it at the end of the world? No, because on the other side of that, if you're a realist, you're probably the third favorite, and people are discounting Denver. Don't discount them. You've done your team. You made it harder. And this was the best description I've ever heard of for the playoffs for our first-time team. It's like buying a new video game and mastering it your first time you turn it on. I mean, you finish the game. It's going to be hard. I don't know why you didn't try to hopscotch and jump a problem, but it is what it is, and I appreciate the fact that they are nonchalant, but they made it harder, and it was dumb not to give it max effort. I wouldn't have played Wemby for the world.
I wouldn't have
done
either.
That.
But you shouldn't have had to.
Yeah, and it looked nonchalant.
Because the Nuggets were way more shorthanded than the Spurs were.
And they came out and hit some shots, and Joker and the big boy just dominated you. I mean, they just got destroyed in the paint, and it was all because we don't have Wemby, and we really should act like we don't care because we're that good that we should be able to punt a game. Well, you're not that good. At least you haven't proven to be that good yet. So, yeah, they made it harder, a lot harder, like a third harder.
Yeah, Jonas Valanciunas looked like Joker for the rest of the night.
Absolute destruction in the paint. Bismack and Plumlee is a stiff, man.
Oh, he stinks.
I hope that's the last time we see him, ever. I mean, sit on the end of the bench, beat the hell out of the bigs in practice, but, dude, you have no place on a professional basketball court.
I am so confused, because every time listen, I'm not some Kelly Olynyk advocate, but Kelly Olynyk's better than Mason Plumlee. He just is. Mason Plumlee is lost on this court.
Use your 5 fouls. You got those. I mean, get yourself in the book. I mean, just foul the crap out of people. Don't just you got hammered in the paint. So, I think in hindsight, when we debrief at the end of the season, I think there'll be some regret for not chasing that a little bit harder. But on the other side, we got Steph in the game, and he got a little bit of run, but he was certainly not in game form.
That's the thing. If you weren't giving max effort, Steph Castle shouldn't have played.
That's just this part of me I don't get. That's why I think there was some max effort thought about in the locker room before the game, or Steph Castle wouldn't have played. I think they did know. If we beat them, and heck, we're 12-5 without them, why don't we win today? But the scouting report did not include a backup center that was going to play like Shaq.
No.
So they got beat handily, and and they punted the fourth quarter, so they saved some self-respect, and they all said the right things at
But you know
halftime.
what? They didn't really punt the fourth
Well,
quarter.
I can't say. By the fourth, I was asleep. I didn't see the end. I just saw the final.
There was a moment where I said, this is how I know they're still because there was like 2 minutes left and they were down about 8 points. And Fox shot a three, missed it. Spurs got an offensive rebound, immediately kicked back to Fox. Spurs, he shoots it again. Spurs get the rebound again, kick it back to Fox. He missed 3 in a row on one possession.
He's not seeing it lately.
And everybody was so intent on getting offensive rebounds that Strawther basically got a rebound, got leaked out, and just basically walked in and dunked the ball. And that was kind of the end of the game. But the fact that they were all sold out to get the offensive rebounds told me they were in desperation mode. They were trying to win that game still to the bitter end. They've lost 3 out of 4 against the Nuggets this year.
And that one.
So like if you want to talk about how you feel good about the Spurs matching up against the Thunder because of what they did in the regular season, then you should be really worried about the Nuggets because that's 3 out of 4 times. And the one time you beat the Nuggets, you barely beat the Nuggets.
I think that in their mind, this one won't count. They'll be able to put their kids. They're going to have a goldfish memory. But all in all, the team that gave them the most trouble, other than the Knicks, has been the Nuggets. I mean, not as OKC isn't. It should be a worry. But the fact of the matter is, we played competitive with them, consistently. But Denver's owned us. I mean, that there's no getting around what happened. So I think that there's youthful exuberance, and we'll get them when we really try hard and have our best dude. And certainly there's something to it. But you close out a season with a whimper. That's not a good thing. Now, matchups matter, and
Sure.
I think that there's some plan, and they didn't show everything because they couldn't against Wemby. But the idea that now we sit and watch and get ready for a couple of teams that, Phoenix doesn't scare me, but I don't want to have to work too hard. This is one of those things. I'd like to see the Spurs. Let's just do this in 4. Let's just get this out of the way, and hopefully watch Denver have some kind of moderate issue because they don't play that well against everybody. They play really good against us.
Yeah,
they do, but they don't play that well against everybody. Look at their record. I mean, other teams have just match up better with them. So let's hope we get a little bit of time and are fully functioning and healthy by the time we get there, because I think this is the team this year, as there really isn't a lot of pressure. This is a year you utilize with lots of practice. You don't need to rest legs. Let's go in and charge full speed and you throw everything against the wall. Because quite frankly, we're playing with found money. We didn't expect to be here. We are here now. So let's put it all. We can't reserve anything. We can't hold anything back for the Western Finals because we know we're getting there. We don't know we're getting there.
But it doesn't feel like found money anymore.
No, it doesn't.
It feels like there's pressure now because they were too good. Like there does become pressure once you reach a certain point.
But you don't have the wherewithal like a team that's been through this before to know this is where you rest. Like when you first become a real basketball player, when you learn to rest on offense. The first thing that you realize is as long as you give consistent effort on defense, you're not going to get pulled. And if you're dead tired, rest on offense. Do the stuff, but in playoff time, you learn when to hold back, when to work, all those little things that separate really good teams to great. And this is where you learn all this. But right now, you got to go 100% all the time because you don't know. You'll learn. And 100% all the time, if you go full is doable. But that, let's be real. Let's be realistic about where we are. You can't take any time off. Everything's 100%. If you can play, you play. There's not that. We understand how to win a game 6 on the road kind of stuff. We got to do it like we don't expect to ever come back.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about this game all day, but we'll talk Portland and Phoenix on the other side. Who the Spurs would prefer, how the two match up against each other. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, mostly road work could possibly slow you down. 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. Now a 20-minute ride, and it's got you slow starting right around O'Connor. Southbound 35 before you get to 1604. That's a 10-minute ride, slow from FM 3009. On 35 southbound, Randolph to 410, a bit slow from Judson. And I-10 eastbound approaching Fulton, that road work in the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Nothing I hate in the car business more than a bunch of damn liars. That's why I created GiveMeTheVIN.com. Go to Give Me the VIN, put in your license plate number, we'll buy your car. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it without a bunch of games. We come to you with a check or pay off your payoff. Look at what people have had to say about GiveMeTheVIN.com. It's real. It's here. We're the Amazon now of car buyers, and we want to buy yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Looking for TRT that's flexible for your lifestyle? Head to Synergenics and Low T Center, where they offer TRT shots and pills. Pay with insurance or out of pocket. You could even have your testosterone shipped to your door. Ready to change your life? The choice is yours. Book now at fixmylowt.com.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo Shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch, or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
Help, Mother's Day's almost here and I have nothing for Mom.
Relax, sis. Just shop JTV. I already got Mom a gorgeous gold bracelet.
JTV, like jewelry, television, isn't that
amazing? Yes. They have thousands of gift and jewelry ideas, and their prices are unreal.
Okay, but how unreal are we talking?
Right now, new customers get $20 off your purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com. Use code DEAL20 now.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Because I'm the mean sister.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
The play-in tournament begins tonight. Of course, all eyes in San Antonio will be on that Phoenix-Portland game because that is who the Spurs will get in the first round. We'll have a preview and a look ahead. Ryan Eagle's back as we broadcast live from NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Calabria Road.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Is there a reason why this? This is not a normal
jamming out, you mean?
Okay.
Do. I can fill your cup, Rob.
All right.
Gross.
Someone keeps jacking with this every day. Like, I like this to be real tight so it doesn't move.
Yeah.
And I think Minix likes to
loosen it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the way he holds it.
Like I don't quit touching it. It's not for touching.
They get on me because they find long hair on the mic.
Well, they blame me for that too.
There's one right here.
You have no hair.
That looks like a piece of Joe's wig.
How can that be AJ's hair?
That's what I say.
That's too soft and lustrous to be a wig.
Could be Edwin's hair.
Joe's hair's got its own Twitter handle.
Yeah, well, Edwin doesn't. Edwin, I asked him yesterday. I was talking about trying to, kick off his career in sports broadcasting. He does want to be a sports broadcaster. I said, well, you're gonna have to have some opinions. You got to put some hot takes out there, and he didn't want to do it. And then I said, well, where can we follow you on Twitter? And he's like, well, I have Twitter, but I don't have an account.
What the hell does that mean?
I have no idea what it means, but that's what he said. And I said, all right. I guess don't follow Edwin because he's got Twitter, but he doesn't have an account.
So I walk in this morning. And see Vic, man, this is great because it feels like Monday. This is, already Tuesday, feels like Monday. Yeah. It's going to be a good week.
Yeah.
And the first thing out of Vic's mouth was, yeah, but we got that hour-and-a-half meeting right after the show.
Oh, my God. I didn't even think about
that.
What
a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to Monday.
and then, you know what it is? It's all about our social media.
Yeah. And Edwin's not even here for it.
Well, he might follow us on his Twitter burner account.
He needs to be in charge of our Twitter.
I think Edwin is a secret troll. He's got like 19 Twitter handles.
He probably does. He didn't want to give them away.
He just blasts people out of nowhere.
He didn't want to give them away. He didn't want people to discover his true identity.
Yeah, he's a troll from way back.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. Phoenix and Portland. The Spurs have played Phoenix 4 times this year. They are 2-2 in those games. They lost the first 2 times they played them. Once in November.
The first time we played them.
That was the first loss of the season.
Phoenix literally shot the lights out. Like, oh, my God. Some nights the bear eats you, and the bear ate us that night. The second time was kind of a shock.
And now, both the losses came on the road. And neither one of them were close. It was a 12-point Phoenix win and a 9-point Phoenix win.
That second one was kind of like, oh, crap, we got some problems.
But
they were
then
fixed. But
the Spurs came back, and they won the 2 home games. One of them was an absolute beatdown, 121-94.
That's about what I expect.
The other one was a 101-100 win. Very close game, and that was the most recent game in March. The Blazers, they are 2-1 against. I will argue this, Rob. I would rather, if I'm the Spurs, I would rather play Phoenix than Portland. And there's 2 reasons why. And I think from a talent standpoint, they're pretty similar. I don't think there's a big gap between them. I think that's why they're the 7 and 8 seed. One is travel. Traveling to Portland is one of the more onerous road trips in the NBA. It's a longer road trip. The second reason is Donovan Clingan. I don't want a giant body banging on Victor Wembanyama for the first round, even if it's just a 4-game series. I want Wemby to be able to get off as easily as he can in this series, and it feels like Phoenix is a lot lighter in the britches, if you know what I mean. They're a little easier to move around than some of these Portland guys.
Did we play them every time with Wemby?
Portland or Phoenix?
Portland. I know we didn't with Wemby.
No. So the first matchup was right around Thanksgiving when Wemby was out.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time was the loss. That was January 3rd. Was Wemby playing then? I don't think he was. It kind of goes to show how many games Wemby missed this year. So Wemby played in 1 out of the 3 games.
And what are the numbers there?
In the one game that he played?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just curious how much you'll even see clinging on Wemby, because if he's outside of the paint, they're in trouble. That he is not mobile. He's more mobile than some, but he is not the kind of guy you want out 15 feet away from the basket guarding Wemby. So I was just curious to see how often when we did play him, what did Wemby's numbers look like, and where were the shots coming from?
Wemby didn't play at all against Portland.
Yeah, I didn't remember a matchup.
The last game was 2 games ago when he was hurt.
So you're right in that they're the same teams, and certainly I want less wear and tear, and I do want, they do have a Portland to me for another reason. They're the little team that just keeps trying. I don't think Portland has any aspirations other than to win the next game. It's just they're not they're as good. They're a motivated, hard player, under talented team. Those kind of teams scare me. Phoenix, I think, has got a little bit of how the hell did we get here? kind of we're just kind of happy to be here, kind of gravy, because that is, you want to talk about the least talented team in the playoffs, minus Booker, obviously. You take Booker off that team, what is there? I mean, it's just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I get Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. They made the trade for. Grayson Allen when he plays,
bunch of dudes. So they're all professionals in that. There's a reason why they're still in the NBA, but it's not. And Portland, on the other side, is a team that's lesser talented, but they're a pretty good team.
Yeah, no, I agree. But like I said, I think the bulk of the big men for Phoenix or for Portland and the physicality could be a bad thing.
I agree,
and not that being able to draw clinging out isn't I think that. From a matchup perspective, I don't worry about that. I just worry about when they are going head-to-head, when they are going for rebounds.
Well, you have to defend him, and that's
you're dealing with a
300-pound
man.
Especially with a dude that's going to turn with an elbow that's going to hit you right where that rib hurts. So, I completely there's a problem with being a rookie team is I have no idea what to expect. I don't think Nerves is going to take a hold, but I do think that they've got a surprise bad game in them.
Yeah.
That's just you're playing a really good team that's motivated, that has a good game plan that is actually working. And, Mitch is going to have to learn some things. Playoffs are different for coaches, too. So I think there's a stub toe game coming. It doesn't mean you lose a series. It just means you win it in 5 instead of 4. But I would like to see that. I would feel more comfortable if it happened against Phoenix than it did against Portland, because Portland, like I said, is a good team, and they believe in each other. And that Denny Avdija is a problem. I mean, we couldn't stop him the last game.
The guys you worry about for Phoenix, Devin Booker, obviously a guy who can take over a series, although I think the Spurs have an easy way to lock him down. And then you worry about Dylan Brooks maybe throwing a cheap shot.
Yeah, and hitting some crazy threes and getting, like you said, throwing a cheap shot. And we saw Draymond single-handedly take the Spurs out of a game by being a jerk. So, these are kids. So they're going to have to deal with what the refs are going to put on them and allow to happen in the playoffs that they don't allow to happen in the regular season. So, you're going to have to get through some stuff. But this is Dylan Brooks' time. This is when he is at his best.
All right, well, we'll talk about the actual matchup between Phoenix and Portland tonight on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Oil isn't the only resource hit hard by global events. American farmers are sounding the alarm by fertilizer prices at planting season. Will this disrupt our food supply? Raising prices cause shortages? I'm not waiting to find out, and neither should you. Go to mypatriotsupply.com, get a 3-month emergency food supply. They'll include $200 worth of extra survival protein absolutely free. After serving more than 3 million American families since 2008, you can trust mypatriotsupply.com. Go to mypatriotsupply.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number one priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one.
As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Did you ever break dance, Vic? Did you have cardboard or linoleum?
I sure did.
My neighbor had rolled up linoleum.
Yeah.
I could never do it, man. I could never do it.
I had the shell toe Adidas. I had the parachute pants.
Well, you had to have the parachute pants or you couldn't spin.
Yeah. And I even had a cloth that my mom gave me for my head, so when I did the head spin. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was, 12, 13. And then for my birthday, I got a breakdance record.
There you go. K-Tales, how to break dance.
Shout out to Afrika. He passed away on Thursday last week.
And Claymore says AJ talks about Donovan Clingan like he's describing an all-star big man. No, I just want him to avoid Wemby because he's a giant. He's 7'2", 300 pounds. If a guy's got a beat up rib, I don't want him around a 300-pound man in the paint. Is all I was saying.
I think Clingan's a pleasant surprise.
I like Clingan.
And he's more indicative of what the modern NBA has become. And for about 5 years there wasn't a lot of room for a guy like Clingan in the NBA.
Remember my hope when in the draft 2 years ago was they could get Castle at 4 and Clingan at 8, and Clingan went 7 to the Blazers. And it wasn't meant to be. The Spurs traded that pick anyway. It
turned out to be that
Rob Dillingham. Yeah. But yeah, I had hoped that they were going to be able to have the UConn connection, and it didn't work out that way. But I like Donovan Clingan.
It's a pleasant surprise.
And trust me, if you saw Mason Plumlee play on Sunday, you'd like to have Donovan Clingan too.
I can assure you that position will be addressed in the draft or in free agency because Bismack, Olynyk, and Plumlee have not measured up. Now, they might still be getting paid by the Spurs. I'm just not sure they're going to have a uniform on starting next year because that third center, that third big, is one of those little holes that I do think the Spurs know that over the coming summer they're going to have to fix. And if they had the opportunity to get a Clingan, that would have been the perfect kind of dude now. And the good news is there's more of those dudes out there than there used to be because bigs are learning how to shoot a little bit. They're learning how to dive on the pick and rolls and do some things that bigs didn't used to be able to or even talked or asked to do. And he's been able to do them. He's not an all-star, but I'll tell you what, he's worth 3 fouls. He'll pull a couple of fouls on Wemby just because he's going to be in a position to do it, and there's not a lot of bigs that can say that.
And in that draft, the hope was a point guard, and my hope was a big man who could do big man things. And Clingan is a big man who does big man things. That's why.
And Phoenix doesn't have it, and let's not try to paint the picture that the Spurs should be afraid of either one of these teams. But we're trying to find the path of least resistance. How quickly can we get from here to there? And I do think that Phoenix, to me, is quicker from here to there than Portland would be.
Phoenix is a 3.5-point favorite tonight in the game. I don't really have a feel for who is the better of these two. They feel very similar to me. So, 3.5 points for the home team feels probably about right. But I will say that I think that Portland is a team that is more likely to play up in a big game.
Yeah, they're a better team. They're a better team.
They just feel like a team that tries. I never question their effort, I guess, is maybe the.
And Tiago, give him the full-time gig. I don't know what everybody's waiting on here.
Don't either.
That's just silly. Maybe he feels like he can leverage this to go back to Europe and really get paid and be the king dog, be the Pat Riley of Europe. But right now, dude, of all the guys that have earned a raise in a long-term contract in the NBA, He stepped into the freaking breach. The former coach gets yanked mid-road trip from a gambling scheme with the mobsters, and he takes over and saves this team. Give the man some kind of award.
The Suns basically rely on being really good shot makers and transition speed.
And that's a fear. You don't want to see the Spurs get sped up, man. Not that the Spurs aren't fast, but you want to do it on your terms, not theirs.
And when you've got, a guy like Booker who is, we talk about DeRozan being a mid-range, like maybe the ultimate mid-range guy. Booker's in that conversation too.
Man. He's going to shoot and he's going to get his. You're not going to be able to stop him.
But Portland feels like they're getting better every day. Scoot Henderson, Shadon Sharp, Kamara, like they feel like they're on the rise.
Yeah. Drew Holiday, man, he's a winner.
Yeah,
plays.
So I think I'm back in Portland tonight. I think they're a better team right now. All right, 1 hour down, 3 to go. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Hey everybody, Joe Reinagle here for Window Nation. Spring is a great time to open your windows and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? Getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Ownwell has saved us over $2,000 in 2 years. Trying to protest your taxes on your own. It can drive somebody mad. Get onto Ownwell, create an account, input information about your house. They do everything for you, and it's amazing.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Plus, Ownwell handles everything from paperwork to negotiations and even attending hearings on your behalf. Ownwell saves you time and money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text HOME to 64,000. Text HOME to 64,000. That's HOME to 64,000.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots as you head into your morning commute. Loop 410 southbound just past Bandera Road. That's a broken down vehicle. It's taking up a left lane, so it's causing a little bit of stop and go from Callahan. This road work on the northeast side on 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. That's a 40-minute commute. Stop and go from O'Connor and I-10 eastbound as you approach Fulton. Left lane closed with construction cones. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the play-ins begin. The Spurs are going to watch close as they await the winner of the 7-8 matchup, Portland and Phoenix. The tip-off set for 9 o'clock. The WNBA had their draft last night, and Dallas took Azzi Fudd. She's on her way to Dallas with the number 1 pick. Who awaits her? A star and a girlfriend of Paige Buchers. We'll talk about it. This is 94.5 Sports Center.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, man. I just saw the draft, dude. We need a countdown.
Oh,
9
yes.
days? I didn't realize it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 9 draft questions? When's the draft?
The draft's... when is the NFL draft? We'll pull it up, Vic.
We need a countdown.
Where's the NFL draft
Now
countdown?
we're in like the single digits.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
It seriously snuck up on me.
Oh, thank you. You remember when you were saying...
well, we still got to stay away from kickoff.
Don't think about it.
We got to stay away from kickoff because that's still like 3 digits. But
it's April 23rd, which is now 9 days away.
Well, see, 9 days. All right,
yeah.
man. I was just reading something. This is the busiest sports time of the year. This is the busiest sports time of the year, and you're just adding to the busyness.
Yes.
We got 2 sets of playoffs going on.
Wait, this is the busiest time of the year?
Well, you got 2 sets of playoffs going on.
Hey, wait,
Yeah. And, I mean, right? One we really don't care, but they are going on. Well, NHL, we care. It's the best playoffs in all of sports.
It is.
So, NBA, we're revving up. We got the draft coming up here in a couple of days. Obviously, Major League Baseball is flowing through, and then we're just about to the World Cup. World Cup's going to be kicking in about a month.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Well, I'm just saying, as far as the calendar year goes,
I know, Rob.
There's a fair amount of things happening.
And the lady basketball draft was last night. Yes.
I guess I'm surprised this hasn't already happened.
Now, I am not a WNBA expert, okay?
Okay.
But I did a little bit of reading yesterday when I knew I was going to when I was gonna test Edwin's knowledge on the lady basketball draft, And what I understood.
What? Okay.
What happened?
What did you understand?
What I understood was that AZ Fudd was consensus to be the third or fourth best player in the draft.
Okay. But, let's go by position. See, I don't know. So she's a guard, right? We can call her a guard.
She's listed as a 2 guard.
So a shooting guard.
Which,
But anyway, I'm just saying. So what were the other 2 that were prospects? Were they also guards or were they bigs? Were they different positions?
So Olivia Miles, the point guard from TCU, she's listed as a point guard. And the other 2 gals that were listed or in her area were bigs.
Okay, so at least they're kind of. I'm trying to find, other than the what appears to be obvious reason why they would draft AZ Fudd.
I think there is one obvious reason, and I'm not. Listen, I'm not here to hate on. I get it. You've got a good player. They've got. Paige Beckers is a really good lady basketball player. They want to keep her happy. And you know what? If Cooper Flagg had a boyfriend from Duke that he wanted to get drafted to his team, I would say, hey, by all means, draft him.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I was being sarcastic. I think it's a terrible idea. So first of all, you're telling me that this gal who was maybe the 4th or 5th best player,
or the best 2 guard.
But
see what I'm saying?
You're the best player you've got plays her position.
I mean, Spurs have 3 guards. I'm trying to find a reason why you would do this apart from you're just trying to keep your star happy so that they don't have to fly between games to see each other. I'm trying to figure out, other than you drafted Paige Bucher's girlfriend to keep her happy.
Well, I saw a video which I almost laughed out loud. Somebody was interviewing Paige Beckers, and they said, Paige, if you could have one player to take a 3-point shot with your life on the line, like, who would you have take that shot? And she said, I want AZ Fudd.
All right. Well,
and then I thought back to the Final Four game.
She had a lousy game
where I saw her shoot 50 shots and make none. And I said, oh, man. Paige Beckers would be dead 50 times over right now if that were the case.
In that game. And she's not terrible. That's not.
I'm not saying she is terrible.
Right. So I'm trying to. Okay. So apart from the fact that she's your girlfriend, why else draft her other than, do we need a 2 guard? Is there a hole in the roster? Do we not need a big? Do we not need a point guard? I mean, can the general manager come out and give you a reason that would be acceptable to most fans? And not again, she's terrible. But it does seem rather repetitive. Again, though, they don't even have the cover the Spurs had.
No.
The Spurs said, well, that's the best player out there in our minds. And now you could have argued about Kneipel, but at the time it seemed like the logical pick, and I don't think anybody's upset. Dallas had the pick of the litter. They could have taken anybody the hell they wanted. And if you took them, you better be able to justify it, because that's kind of not only does it ruin a franchise, you could ruin a relationship and ruin your other best player and sour the whole pool if this doesn't work out both professionally and
personally.
Yeah. I mean, this is very strange.
Okay, so first of all, and this is how much of a surprise it was. The last week, the odds to be the number 1 pick had Fudd as the 4th best odds to be the number 1 pick. Yesterday morning, before the draft, she became the favorite. So it was like someone knew something.
A Kelsey bet was placed.
Someone knew something, but let's take it off the basketball front for a minute now. This is such a terrible idea. Because now what happens if they have an ugly breakup? You draft your best player's girlfriend, and they have an ugly breakup. Now what do you do? I mean,
I'm sure that this as far as a relationship and a breakup in a WNBA locker room has happened before.
I'm sure
times.
it has.
So I expect that players are probably accustomed to it. They probably are. But fans are not. And no matter what, no couple of this stature, at least to my knowledge, has ever happened.
No.
And if it has happened, it's never been on the same team like this. So this is uncharted water. I mean, this is – and this is what I've been told. I don't know this for a fact, but I hear that the lesbian relationships are volatile.
I've heard the same.
To say the least.
I've heard that that they can be short-lived at times.
I mean, I'm not saying that a road trip is – so they room together? Do you as coach, like when we were in high school, our coach would say, it'll take your legs, boys. It'll take your legs. Save it for Saturday night.
Doesn't the WNBA put 4 to a room?
Well, according to the movies I've seen, they're all in the same room.
Okay. And here's Claymore's getting defensive because it's Dallas. AJ talks as if Fudd wasn't the star player on a team that went undefeated and also has a championship on her resume. Okay. But she was, again, I'm not a WNBA scout, but she was listed as the 4th best prospect. The 4th best WNBA prospect went number 1 overall, and it happens to be on a team where they already have the girl that plays the position she plays is their best player, and it happens to be Paige Becker's girlfriend who is drafted number 1 overall. Yeah. It seems like seems up totally on the up and up.
You know, when I came,
nothing. It was all about her skills on the court, 100%.
All things being equal, if they graded out all 3 the same in their minds, I can see what the tiebreaker was.
Yes.
To me, as the general manager, the tiebreaker would have been that, but the other way. If all things being equal, you mean I don't have to take AZ? You mean I could probably draft somebody else and the relationship can continue to flourish? Just not in my locker room. If I was the general manager, that would have been the deal breaker, not the deal maker. I'd have gone the other direction, all things being equal. But, again, you said it. If Wemby was on that team and Wemby said, I want you to draft my guy, I would draft his guy. I would do exactly as Wemby wanted me to do. So I'm not mad at him. I'm just all day. I'm going to try to find the general manager, whoever he or she is, because I don't know, some cover for this because it's going to blow up.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Oh, well, they're going to get mad and spat, as any children would.
This feels like the WNBA 5 years ago when it was literally a laughingstock sport. This feels like a pick that would be made then.
Well, the good news is now they're not worried about money. They've gotten paid. They got the contracts.
Yeah,
now,
finally.
Now they can release and be me, baby. I mean, they can now do it because the contracts are signed, the raises are given. They are now in a place where they're not worried about this. So maybe that's some cover too.
I guess. It feels like an unserious draft pick. It feels like...
Well, they better be good.
That's all I'm saying.
They better be good.
And again, I've seen AZ Fudd play one game in my life. Maybe it was her worst game of all time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was.
But you only saw one.
If the only one I saw was the worst game of her life, maybe I'm a little biased. Yeah. I don't think that girl's that good.
Did you have money on it?
No, God, no. All I heard was people talking about how great she was, how great this gal is. I watched one game, and she sucked. And I said, this is the most overrated girl because there's no way that girl is the best lady basketballer in college. There's no way.
I was this year's old yesterday when I found out that she was named for Jennifer Azzi. I didn't know that.
I don't even.
What?
You know what? Who's Jennifer Azzi?
I don't know who that is.
She's an OG WNBA player.
Okay.
Like OG.
I was today years old when I found out who Jennifer Azzi was.
Yeah, she was really. She's a Hall of Famer. I mean, she's really good. So this girl was kind of
Hall of
Famer. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
They have a Hall of Fame?
Well, basketball has. A Hall of Fame for everyone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I did not know that until yesterday. So the girl was actually born to it.
Okay.
You saw one game.
Well, Rob, if you named your kid LeBron Thompson, it doesn't mean that he's going to be like being
I
born
know.
to
I
it
didn't
is.
realize that. I mean, this was kind of ordained that she was coming this way. It's going to be fun. It's the interesting part of this is the different publications that are going to be covering this. I think there's going to be like TMZ. I think there's going to be other than sports publications that are going to be actively following this relationship inside of the Wings organization.
And then the other thing about this is Olivia Miles, who was like what all the things that I read was the top available player. Like she was the best player available in the draft. Like it just consensus. And you know where she played her college ball?
Who?
TCU.
Yeah. She transferred there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a girl that, like, if there's lady basketball fans in the DFW area, they probably are already into this gal.
Yeah, kind of. She was a Merc. She was there for a year. She transferred there.
Okay.
I get it. You're right. But AZ Fudd was a far bigger name. She was doing Capital One commercials.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she was pegged to be the star of this. When Juju got hurt last year, the USC girl, when she blew a knee, became AZ Fudd in college basketball.
I thought that Flaugier was the big famous one, the one from LSU.
There's
or
probably
Flaugier. I might be saying it wrong.
Yeah, she's a star, but she's not quite as TV ready.
She's a rapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very good. But AZ was de facto the best player most of the year, even though.
Please.
She really. As far as pegged as the best player coming into as the season, that'd be for the other team. Yeah. That's a whole other thing.
Oh man.
Jeez, man.
Let me see. I want to look up the All-American team.
I got some marketing ideas though. Like if ticket sales start to dip a little bit, you have like a halftime wedding.
Oh yeah.
They get married at halftime. Like a big Friday night, we can build up to it, and we can come to the Bucher's Fudd wedding or the Fudd Bucher's wedding, depending on. I don't know.
Yeah. Order.
Depending on how, I don't know. I have questions, but
yeah, she was first team All-American.
She's a baller. I mean, you saw her on her worst night. You really did. But
I did.
The one game.
But that's not the question. This isn't why we're having this conversation. It above and beyond whether they should have taken the fourth best player by most accounts. It's the relationship that is just so absolutely. I've never been in a situation where this was even a thing.
I mean, it's wild. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's not.
I think they save on hotel rooms. That's one less room they have to rent, and you add that up by like 40. I mean, there's some money there. She's already paying back her contract.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, again, if this were if AZ Fudd was basically agreed upon as the best player in the draft, it would okay. It makes sense. Like I said, I read a bunch about it yesterday, and again, I'm no WNBA expert. I don't pretend to be. I know Claymore. He prides himself on being an expert about this stuff.
He's the Dallas.
He's like, he watched one game. Ha ha ha.
He's the Dallas expert.
You're right. I did. I watched one game of her, and she stunk. But all these experts are saying she was the fourth best gal. She happens to be dating Dallas's best player, and they took her number one overall. That is unserious business. Unserious. It just is. And if these were dudes, we would say that is an unserious draft pick. If you are basing your franchise's number one pick on because a player wants to play with their life partner, that is unserious. It just is.
It better work. And I'm trying to find you some cover, brother. I am, and I don't see it. I don't see it other than you did this because you wanted to make your star player happy. And you start trying to please your players or your fans, you end up sitting with your fans.
Yep. We'll see. I'm projecting now this ends very poorly. Mostly because I think this AZ Fudd is not that good. I think she was protected by playing on a really good team.
We might find out.
And then we saw her play in that Final Four. This gal, she stunk. So one bad game, we'll see. But now she's gonna be playing against good players all the time. And
we
they're
haven't
gonna have to
even
figure out a way to
gotten
put
into
her
the
on the floor at the same
Wait a
time.
minute. I'm playing on the starting 5, and I'm playing with wife and wife.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wide open, and your wife's kind of open. Who are you going to throw the ball to?
Yeah.
Your wife? Because when you get home, you're going to catch it? I mean, honey, I was open. I mean, how do you combat that? Like, dude, I'm throwing to my wife, man. I got to live with her.
Well,
you're going to have to go get that rebound.
All right, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm making a big deal about nothing. Maybe she's the best player. I got a feeling though that all these other scouts that said she was the 4th best player are probably closer to right than the Dallas Wings are. But hey, the Dallas Wings, as I do my butterfly wings here.
And don't be using your husband and wife pet names on the court either. Hey, honey, I'm open.
Yep.
Baby, I'm open.
Okay.
Hey, darling, I'm on the pick.
I want to. Claymore, she was not the best player. She was not. She wasn't even the best player on her team. I read about this all day yesterday. She wasn't. She was the number 2 option on her own team. On her own team. You just know her name because she's in commercials. And you know her name because her girlfriend is a star in the WNBA already.
Well, you saw a bad game. I'm not going to take away from her skill set. She's a legitimate top 5 pick in the NBA by everybody's measure.
Okay.
I mean, she is. But so
do everything I read that Sarah Strong, the Sarah Strong was the best player on UConn all year.
But my point is, it doesn't matter. The deal breaker is I'm not going to draft somebody that my player's in a relationship with.
I wouldn't either.
I'm just not going to do it.
Like, if it were me, it would be an automatic no. Like, so the thought would be, okay, well, if the top 2 players are equal, I want to make Paige happy. In my mind, if the top 2 players are equal, I'm going with the other player.
Yes.
I don't want that mix in my locker room.
For all the reasons we've brought up. So, again, I'm not going with the talent. You shouldn't have drafted because she wasn't the best player. To me, even if she was, and she might very well be, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to open the door to a bunch of problems that I know are going to inevitably happen.
Caucasian Seasoning says, why are y'all wasting this much time talking WNBA? No one else cares about the WNBA. We're not talking about the WNBA. We're talking about lesbian relationships being the driving factor behind someone getting drafted number 1 overall. That's what we're talking about. And so you don't care about that, Caucasian Seasoning? I do. I find it very, very intriguing.
I got him in the news.
Yeah, Claymore says you won't be this loud if she's good, and you won't be loud at all if she sucks. You'll pretend like, oh, they did the right thing because you're a Dallas fan.
Well, she's going to be all right.
That's all right.
I'm not worried about her. Again, this has nothing to do. If you can justify it, she's a top 5 pick.
Well, she's number 2 on their depth chart.
Walk out. Well, I mean, they're going to run a 3 guard, which is the modern style of offense, both pro men and women. They're going to run a 3 guard offense, so they're a good guard that can shoot and score. So, I mean, you can justify that. My point is, the relationship is the deal breaker. It's not about the top 5 or whatever. I'd have taken the second best player and said, you know why I didn't draft it? Because I didn't want to deal with that. I'm not going to draft a husband and wife. I'm not going to draft a wife and wife. I'm not going to draft 2 husbands. I'm not going to bring that into my locker room. It's hard enough to form the family. It's hard enough to build a team that can live together for 50 days. And I'm not going to open that door. And I think you'd have every justification for doing that.
All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Rosti providers are all around San Antonio and continue to grow because they are very good at what they do. If you're dealing with pain, and I'm talking about any kind of consistent, long-lasting pain, call a Rosti today because they fix it and they fix it fast. I'm talking about soft tissue injuries like sprains or strains. Maybe it's a frozen shoulder or back. Maybe it's those tension headaches that start in your feet and end up right between your nose. Those kind of painful things that just linger, you no longer have to live with because Rosti's methods work and work fast. They accept most insurance insurances, and you don't need a referral to go even see a provider. You can go today. Write this number down. It's 1-800-404-6050. The website is Airosty.com. That's spelled AIRROSTI.com. They got a map of all the providers on their website. I bet you'll find one less than 10 minutes from where you are right now. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Airosty today. They're going to get you fixed, and when they do, come on by. Thank me later.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Join the Blitz this afternoon, 2 to 6 at NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Calabria. Fiesta with NAW and promos that will make you want to party. The Blitz live this afternoon at NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse in that big red building on Calabria Road.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in Chile. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Looking for TRT that's flexible for your lifestyle? Head to Synergenics and Low T Center, where they offer TRT shots and pills. Pay with insurance or out of pocket. You could even have your testosterone shipped to your door. Ready to change your life? The choice is yours. Book now at fixmylowt.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
Paul Wall. Yeah.
Shiny grills.
That's how Rob's going to look. He
Yeah.
look like Paul Wall.
I don't know how you can. I don't know how
Iceman.
people can put that stuff in their mouth, man. Sound like Lou Holtz if I put.
The whole point is, if you can avoid it, bringing your personal life, intermingling your personal life in the locker room is a bad idea.
Can you imagine?
How did it work out for when there was relationship drama in the Spurs locker room. Tony Parker and Bear, like how'd that work out?
See, the Spurs, the way we treated it is a way that most adults deal with trauma, is we pushed it way down and never talked about it.
But do you think it was good in the locker room? Do you think that they talked about it in the locker room?
Let me tell you something. There was only one team in the world that could have survived that, and it was the Spurs. And it was because of Tim Duncan. That's the only reason that did not blow things up. It's one of those little things that we don't talk about in polite company, what Tony Parker really did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was as low down and as dirty as anything I've ever heard of. And we push it way down and we don't talk about it, but that's the kind of thing that will explode most teams. Love triangle that has. We watched the Dallas Mavericks about 30 years ago.
Jim Jackson and
Tony
Jason
Braxton.
Kidd.
Yeah, and I think
Jamal Mashburn
too. All three after Anita Baker.
No, it was Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton, same thing.
Yeah.
Blew that team up. Blew it up.
Yep.
So, yeah, as a general manager, I just don't know why you invite that into your locker room. Because there are so many unintended things that are going to happen this year. And again, I am sure many, many times on a WNBA team, given there have been relationships that have started and failed during a locker room, during a season. That for whatever reason, and you had that internal drama. It's never been with the rookie of the year and the number one draft pick the next year, the two flagship keystone parts to the franchise and the WNBA. This has never happened again. And this guy looks his name up, Kurt something, has invited that into his locker room, despite her talent, even if she was the greatest player coming. What happens in a month when something happens and one of them is not professional enough to put it aside and go play?
Yeah.
I mean, what happens?
What
again,
happens
we're
next
dealing
year?
with 21-year-old girls.
What happens next year when Audi Crooks gets invited in the mix and now everybody's lusting after her?
I'm just saying, again, throw that in and consider these are 21-year-old millionaire girls.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, we will see.
Dude, you have to have a shrink and a family therapist and all kinds of stuff traveling with your team.
Good luck, ladies. Good luck. Yeah, I don't know. Claymore says Jim Jackson in a podcast said neither him nor Kidd ever dated Braxton.
Lies.
Yeah, I don't know either. So Samaki Walker, I remember him saying that he thought it was. He didn't realize, or he thought it was all nonsense until he did see like the vibes in the locker room were kind of ruined. So they can all deny it, but my guess is there's some sort of truth to the rumor.
Too much smoke, man.
That thing went from being such a team on the rise to being completely overhauled. You don't do that unless there's a good reason to. And I don't know what the reason was, but they had a reason. So somehow something broke them up, and the rumor was it was Tony Braxton. There's no guarantees, but they said that at some point a female came between Jim Jackson and Jason Kidd. The rumor was it was Tony Braxton. I don't know who it was. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was.
Didn't the Lakers have a fallout too over a woman? Didn't D'Angelo Russell record something? Didn't somebody record somebody else?
Yeah.
See, man. You don't want to see. This is just a door you just don't want to open, man.
Can't do it.
You just don't go down those roads. And I know that it was going to happen eventually, and it'll eventually happen in every professional league once we are accepting of all things. And when it does, you guys are going to lay the ground for why you don't do this.
Unserious league. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get off of lady basketball. We'll let them do their thing. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I doubt it, but I'm almost always right.
It wouldn't be the first time you've been proven wrong.
It'd be like
third or fourth.
Yeah.
See, I've never been wrong. I don't know what it's like.
Yep. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor, and haven't been wrong about that either. He over at the Institute for Functional Health has been a good friend and my physician for about 11 years now. You know, when I first met Dr. Torres, I weighed nearly 300 pounds. Didn't like the way I felt, nor didn't like the way I looked. And, you know, he had a lot of success with people like me, but I thought, I'm special, I'm different, I can't lose weight. He told me it's possible if I'll listen to him, that he'll take care of the physical side of weight loss. That's not hard. The mental side is where the action comes, and he has it down to a T. He convinced me I can do it, and I'll be darned if I didn't and continue to still do it. I'm down 75 pounds, and I'm on a lifestyle I'm going to stay with for the rest of my life. Not only have I found a way to live with and continue to lose weight, I found a doctor as well. I want that for you. I want you to lose the weight you want to and do it without shots or pills or GLP-1s or semaglutides or anything else. You can do it on your own. Call Dr. Torres. The number's 210-468-1891. His website, IFFhealth.com. Go there. Take the functional health test. It'll open your eyes. Listen, it's time. Call Doctor today. You're going to thank me later, I promise.
94.1 San Antonio traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we just cleared one of our trouble spots. That stall on the northwest side at 410 southbound just past Bandera Road. That has cleared. Still have the road work at 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. This is our heaviest delay right now. 40-minute commute has you slow from Weidner. So Nacogdoches, Lookout, those are good alternate routes. And on the northwest side at I-10 eastbound approaching Fulton, that road work in the left lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
People. They're good. Good for laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good for squad goals and squad. People are good for you. Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Jim Beam, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 2026 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky.
Help, Mother's Day's almost here and I have nothing for Mom.
Relax, sis. Just shop JTV. I already got Mom a gorgeous gold bracelet.
JTV, like jewelry television, isn't that
amazing? Yes. They have thousands of gift and jewelry ideas, and their prices are unreal.
Okay, but how unreal are we talking?
Right now, new customers get $20 off your purchase of $99 or more at jtv.com. Use code DEAL20 now.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
Because I'm the mean sister.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In Major League Baseball, Nathan Uvalde allowed 3 hits in 7 scoreless innings. Jake Berger double-dongered with 4 runs batted in. The Rangers beat the A's 8-1. The Astros going the other direction, lost their 8th straight to Seattle, going down 6-2, getting swept in that series.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah! Hey, everybody. The San Antonio Gunslingers are going to be back in action on Saturday, 4 p.m. They're taking on the Vegas Nighthawks, the defending IFL champion Vegas Nighthawks. This gunslinger said, you know what, we're going to test ourselves. Bring on the Nighthawks. Bring them. Bring them. And so they're coming. They're coming on Saturday. And I want one of you guys to go. I want to give a 4-pack away. Let's do caller. Well, I know I'm very generous.
I know.
Very
I was
generous.
going to say, man.
Believe me, I'm very generous.
You're going to get in trouble.
A 4-pack going to caller number 7. 210-656-3776.
They play in the Lee's Family Forum in Henderson, Nevada. Have you been to the Lee's
That
Family
is
Forum?
not far from my house. Yeah, that's right by Green Valley Ranch.
And what is that Lee's Family Forum?
It's like it's an arena.
Is it like Joe Freeman? Is it newer or older?
It's new.
New?
It's almost brand new.
Fancy.
It's where it's where the WAC tournament gets played every year.
Okay, so nice venue then.
The Golden Knights minor league team, AHL team, the Henderson Silver Knights play there also.
Silver Knights.
Yeah. So it's a nice little arena. They do concerts there. It's a good spot. So that's where the Nighthawks play. Now
they'll be at the Freeman,
which is also nice in some ways.
Road, man, no, it serves its purpose and has for 7,500 years. It's only the faintest smell of leather and poop.
Yeah, no big deal. But it's a great time. Bring the family.
Oh, it's a blast, man. If you haven't been, go. Seriously. It's a good evening out. You'll have a lot of fun.
Absolutely. We had a double dong yesterday for the Rangers.
He was due.
But it was not the guy that was chosen for the contest. They went back to Corey Seager. And Jake Berger went double dinger yesterday. Could have had a winner, could have had a champ, but we didn't. It's a tough game, man. Got to pick right. But yeah, that's anytime you look it up, they got a double dong. Who was the guy? Corey Seager. That's who it was again.
So they playing again today? Let's see here.
Oh yeah, they're back in action, baby. Back in action. Everybody plays on Tuesdays.
Plays in the A's. Who we got standing up today? Jeffrey Springs, lefty, throwing tonight.
That's for Oakland, or
that's
for
what I'm saying.
the River Cats.
So I'm thinking we got to find our lefty.
Yeah. Well, you go a righty to go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't want to go Seager.
They got
today.
a lefty up, so I'd go back to Seager.
Yeah. All right. Did you see Luka expected to return from Spain on Friday? They're saying that maybe he can. There's thoughts that maybe he'll be able to be good to go.
What the hell's going on in Spain?
I don't know.
What kind of radical treatment did he
get? Who knows? This injury is usually a month-long recovery. I'm not saying he's going to play. I know they want him to play, but
if he comes back and plays, man, we have there's something going on. I'm not kidding. There's something going on in Europe if he can manage to come back to this, because this is the hammy that's bothered him basically half the season, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
He only appeared in 64 games, so he didn't get the 65 game eligible.
Did you
thing.
see the comparison, not of games, but of minutes? That Wemby, while he completed the 65 game minimum, played far fewer minutes than Luka.
Oh, yeah.
And far fewer minutes than Joker.
Far fewer minutes than anybody else who's eligible.
But he played in enough games, which this whole thing is just ass backwards. Yeah. Everything about this award system needs to be kind of shaken up. But the fact that Luka isn't in contention and outplayed Wemby in the number of minutes by hundreds of minutes. I mean, it wasn't even close.
His agent, Bill Duffy, has petitioned the NBA to grant a special circumstances exception for Luka because he had to miss 2 games to travel to Slovenia for the birth of his daughter. So they're like, he wasn't injured, he was, but also, I mean, he didn't show up for work. I don't know that a special circumstances works out here.
All we need to get is, it's just get yourself in a position. And I don't care how we get there, but once you get one special dispensation from the commissioner, the second one's a whole lot easier to give. You're just trying to crack the door open and let him have it because of his kid being born. And then Cade Cunningham say, oh, by the way, you notice I have half a lung?
Right.
Okay, we'll give you one. And so then we kind of get our way through the minutes on an as-needed basis.
Well, then you also run into the fact that, like, Sean Kemp had, like 7 or 8 kids. So
how much time did he take off?
Yeah, does he get off for every kid that he had? Or remember Calvin Murphy? I believe Calvin Murphy has 14 children. It might be wrong, but I believe 14 children. Imagine he takes 2 games off for every one of those. Now he's damn near missed a whole season.
I guess you have to be. Well, he was actually in the running for MVP one year.
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I don't know that you're going to get a special exception.
Well, yeah, I don't think. But if you do, then it makes it a whole lot easier to give it to everybody else. And if that's what we want, without shaking up the snow globe, is at least allow the commissioner some leeway to go, okay, I'm going to allow you in because I know you had the best intentions. You, on the other hand, took 3 days off to go and, I don't know, get married to your boyfriend. I don't know. Or broke up with your locker room love, and you got some time off. I don't think that'll fly.
I don't believe that Luka's going to play in this series against the Rockets. I just, it's almost unimaginable that he'd be back that fast if this really was a grade 2 hamstring. But the betting market has reacted. The Rockets, did you see what the Rockets opened up this series as?
Well, they should be prohibitive.
Minus 750?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what.
Well, you've seen the Lakers.
But the Lakers won the last couple games of the season, and they've got home court advantage, and they're minus 7, or they're plus 4. They were plus 550.
The Rockets are low key. They should be that without Luka. Now with Luka, the game's entirely different. Even if he's not at 100%, but without him, dude, what's there?
Well, on this news, the Rockets went from minus 750 to minus 650. Yeah. And there was an equal turn with the Lakers, who were plus 525. They're now plus 450 to win the series against the Rockets. So, there's some hope. I just can't imagine that Luka will play.
I can't, at least early on.
You got to worry about his long-term health. Like, he's still your best player. You can't just...
Maybe, like I said, they're doing something in Spain. Maybe there's something going on over there.
I think it's
the free health care.
It's jellyfish semen. You know how you...
Yeah, I was trying to figure...
In Vegas, you get B12 shots. In Spain, you get jellyfish semen injections.
What?
Yeah. Look it up, Vic. It's a medical thing. It's happening all over Spain.
Is that a performance enhancer?
That's right.
Did you have to...
Vic, you don't really have to look it up. I made that up.
No, I'm not looking it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking it up.
Well, who knows,
I'll take your
man?
word for it.
I just wish I had the caliber of stardom to go, you know what? I'm going to go fly to Spain for my treatment.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all next Friday.
Yeah. Well, he got a special permission to do that.
Well, I think Luka does and then asks for forgiveness. He was probably halfway on his jet. But just, that's a Tom Brady move. That's like, you know what? What I'm dealing with is above and beyond the science that my country has. I'm going to have to expand my improvement and my wellness to the world. And there's Dr. Van Nostrum from the Institute in Spain I'm going to see.
The Lakers are still the 11th favorite to win the NBA title.
You know, if they had a draft pick, they'd have punted this thing.
Oh, I think
you know
right.
what I mean? If they had a draft pick, Luka wouldn't be coming back from Spain. But since they don't have a number 1 draft pick,
well,
what the hell?
Now they've got a home playoff series. I think you got to take your shot if you can.
Who do they get if they manage somehow to win?
They would get the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And what the last time they played the Thunder, didn't they lose by like
40?
Yeah, by like 100.
Yeah.
So if they had a draft pick, even a slight chance, they wouldn't give a damn about this series. But they don't have one, so what the hell?
I know you weren't here yesterday. But the Spurs opened as the second favorite to win the NBA title.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. 5 to 1. Celtics plus 550. Nuggets plus 850. The Thunder are your favorite. They're plus 110
and prohibitive.
Yeah, that's a pretty hefty favorite. But the only four teams with shorter than 10 to 1 odds.
I like it, especially if you took that bet back in January.
Oh, back when they were 60 to 1.
Yeah, I'm all in on this. So good luck. I mean, the history just tells me otherwise, but I'm all in. Sure.
Yeah. All right. I got to switch off of sports for a minute on the other side. We got to talk some music, Rob. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1. I got to tell you about Game Day Men's Health. Guys, if you have not been paying attention, you haven't heard me talk about my good friends over at Game Day Men's Health, and you're missing out. If you are a person who is dealing with brain fog, or you're tired all the time, or maybe you've got just low energy, or you're gaining weight that you didn't used to gain, good news. my friends over there at Game Day Men's Health have you covered. They've got testosterone replacement, peptide therapies. They will get you back in the game, baby. They've got multiple locations. Alamo Ranch, Cibolo Shirts. That location's at I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Give them a call, 830-376-9100. You're going to feel like a welcome king, a guest, the first time you walk in the place. It's a very, very friendly atmosphere, basically like a sports lounge. You sit down, you have a drink, you have a snack, and they're going to take care of whatever you've got going on. Win back your health. Win back your life. 830-376-9100. They're taking appointments right now. Game day. Let's go.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
The play-in tournament begins tonight. Of course, all eyes in San Antonio will be on that Phoenix-Portland game because that is who the Spurs will get in the first round. We'll have a preview and a look ahead. Ryan Eagle's back as we broadcast live from NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Culebra Road.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Some people reach a line and stop. Some hit a wall and turn around. Then there are the ones who cross the line, climb the wall, face obstacles, and turn them to their advantage. That's where we come in. We're the Next Rodeo. We design bold marketing that drives real growth. A creative partner for businesses ready to push forward beyond what's expected. The Next Rodeo. Learn more at thenextrodeo.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right. Good news, everybody.
Rob's new teeth.
Yes.
Is this a tooth song? What's he talking about?
That's Quavo. I don't know.
Who is this?
Quavo, Hotel
Oh,
Lobby.
Quavo?
Yeah.
Wasn't he part of Migos or whatever?
Yes. And Takeoff, yeah.
Who's dead? Who got shot?
All of them.
They all got shot. I guess that's not a question.
The 2026 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame class has been announced.
Oh no.
We've got our entries.
Okay.
So first of all, there's a couple of they've got some early influence people. Celia Cruz. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who is Celia Cruz?
She is a Mediterranean. She's a Latin.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, man. There's one song that is on my playlist.
So she got put in.
She deserves. I mean,
and so the early influencer people that weren't on the ballot, but they're like they're people who have pretty respected in the industry apparently. So Celia Cruz was one. Fela Kuti.
Don't know who that is. Sounds African to me.
Fela Kuti.
Yeah. You ever felt a cootie?
I'll feel a cootie. Queen Latifah.
All right.
I'm familiar with her work.
Right. Yeah.
MC Light.
Oh, okay.
And Graham Parsons.
Oh, well, that's on the other side of the coin. Graham
Yes.
Parsons is about 150 years old.
In for musical excellence, you've got Linda Creed.
Is that Mrs. Creed? Who's that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Arif Mardin, Jimmy Miller, and Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin's the only one I know.
Oh, yeah. Rick Rubin.
And then there's the Ahmet Ertegun Award. I don't know what that is, but it went to Ed Sullivan. So he's going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. From the Ed Sullivan
I guess
show.
from having all the bands on his show.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, the regular inductees, there are 8 new inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right. If one of my guys didn't get in, it's going to be a travesty.
The headliner, Phil Collins.
All right.
Phil Collins gets in.
Worthy. If you can drum and sing, you're in. He's also the primary owner of the biggest private owner of Alamo memorabilia in the world.
Well, he's our guy then.
The majority, I'm not kidding, he donated millions of dollars worth of things to the new Alamo Museum. I mean, this dude has been buying Alamo memorabilia for 40 years.
Why is he so into the Alamo?
I don't know. But Google it. Go check the relationship Phil Collins has with the Alamo. I mean, it's crazy.
Phil Collins is British. What's up?
It is one of those random offshoots. Like they've flown him in. He's come in more than once, several times, and played a role in the development of the new Alamo museum. He's donated items. I mean, who knows? He's a Texan.
Alexandra says Celia Cruz is a Cuban salsa queen.
Yeah, man.
She's deceased,
part of that, what is it, the social club?
Okay. We'll go. We got to hit a break, but we'll go through the rest of the new inductees on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on the northeast side causing delays. 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway. It's got the roadway reduced to one lane. Solid 40-minute delay has you slow from Thousand Oaks. So if you need an alternate route, Nacogdoches or Lookout. I-10 eastbound approaching Fulton, northwest side. That's some road work in the left lane. We're definitely starting to fill in now. 410 northbound, Calabria to Hausman. 90 eastbound, 211 to 410. About a 15-minute ride. And about 10 minutes or so, I-10 eastbound between Camp Bullis on over to Medical Drive. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Join us for San Antonio's most elevated fiesta event, Taste of the Northside, presented by H-E-B, on Thursday, April 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Rocket La Cantera. Enjoy tastings from over 50 local restaurants, plus premier wine, cocktails, cold beers, and live entertainment for one all-inclusive price. All proceeds benefit Brighton Center, serving children with disabilities and developmental delays in San Antonio. Tickets can be purchased at tasteofthenorthside.org. Viva Fiesta!
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate.
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
Or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. And built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
Looking for TRT that's flexible enough for your lifestyle? Head to Synergenics and Low T Center. Choose testosterone shots or pills. You can pay with insurance or out of pocket and even have your treatment shipped to your door. And now at Synergenics and Low T Center, they're offering new peptides, new treatments, and more. Boost your energy, libido, and confidence for results you can feel. Book your free testosterone test now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA tonight, the San Antonio Spurs find out who they're going to play in the playoffs as the play-ins begin. It's a 7-8 matchup. Portland and Phoenix going at it. Tip set for 9 o'clock. First game will be a 9-10 matchup in the East. The Hornets will take on the Heat in Charlotte for a 6:30 tip. The Rangers went down and took another one. Their 8-1 win over the A's last night.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Go pee, Vic. I got music to play, and I can't play it without you.
Hold on.
And Vic's like, I gotta pee real bad.
I do.
Dude,
but
he's only got one kidney. Cut a man a break.
Your kidney doesn't hold your
but
pee.
You're gonna have to go. Well,
it filters it.
You're gonna have to get a milk jug. We're gonna have to get a milk jug and a rubber tube.
Why does his get filtered so fast if he's only got one kidney?
He's drinking like a fish in there. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It's his own fault. He's drinking coffee.
He drinks
drinking
that
water.
coffee and it
Yes.
kicks things into gear. But normally when I drink that coffee, it kicks other things into gear.
Well, it does for him too.
That's what sucks about our schedule is yesterday I woke up without the alarm, and my digestive schedule is such that when you got to go, you got to go.
Of course.
So I woke up at like 3:45 in the morning or 3:30 in the morning yesterday to poop.
Oh, even though you knew you weren't coming to work.
I was heavily sedated, and I still woke up.
Oh.
My body was like, you might not have to get up, but the things keep moving.
You're gonna have to.
It was what a terrible way to have to wake up.
You could have gone to sleep in a diaper.
I could have, and I often do. But that's for another reason.
Yeah.
That's for a whole other thing.
Well, we talked about that too yesterday.
We all have our things.
We talked about the big fuss about Sydney Sweeney in Euphoria dressed up in a diaper, how everybody's freaked out about it.
I haven't seen it, but I want to.
Yeah, well,
I endeavor to see it.
Well, a lot of people very upset about it.
Kids today, boy, they live different lives.
I know. It's a wild, wild thing. We were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the new entrants into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And before we went to break, you heard the you heard Phil Collins, who, again, this Alamo thing, I've got to figure out the story of why he's so into the Alamo. That doesn't make any sense to me, that he would be such an Alamo guy, being a Brit. It feels like he'd have no reason particularly to be into it. But
I'm asking Grok right now.
Okay. We'll see what Grok has to say.
It's a childhood obsession that started in the 50s and evolved into a lifelong passion for collecting historical artifacts from the Alamo.
I'll be damned.
He was a big fan of Davy Crockett.
Okay. Well, I don't think this guy was as much of a fan of Davy Crockett, but Billy Idol is also nominated, or is also being inducted.
See, if he
into
didn't
the Rock
get
and Roll
in,
Hall of Fame,
us Gen Xers would have lost our minds. This had to happen.
Crank it up, Vic.
For about 3 glorious years.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
He's got a couple hit songs.
Yeah, I mean, worthy. I'm kidding about Lost Our Minds, but I thought he was on the edge. I really did. I thought, maybe, because he's not ingenuitive. He didn't bring in anything new to this world.
No. Billy Idol was he was more of a star than a great musician.
Exactly. He's David Lee Roth in a different venue, different genre.
But he is a big star, and he knew how to play that up.
He did, man. I remember when he made a movie. He did that Jim Morrison movie with I forget who played him. The dude that just died of throat cancer that played Jim Morrison in the movie. And Billy Idol had a bit role in it, and I thought he stole it. I thought he did a really good job. Never acted again. As far as
no, Billy Idol was also, it was Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Billy Idol was also in The Wedding Singer.
That's right.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So he did act
even
again.
a better role. Yeah, that was.
Yes.
No, I'm glad he's in. But again, not a trendsetter. He didn't change the world, but he was for what he did.
He had hit songs and
money,
he was
get laid.
He was a big star, no doubt. Iron Maiden also makes the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know, Rob,
Spinal
you're
Tap.
very happy about Iron Maiden being
Spinal Tap. Run to the hills, baby.
Yes.
This is so Spinal Tap. Yeah. You got little people dancing around, and we have literal armadillos in our trousers.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
just what I saw in my old dreams.
You had to.
Were the reflections.
If you weren't tripping on at a
back at me.
Iron Maiden show, you weren't doing it right.
It's always there.
Yeah, if you showed up,
face.
If you showed up to school with a shirt,
if you had the Iron, what was his name? What was the dude?
Eddie.
Eddie. If you had a big Eddie shirt, you had to in the early '80s. You did.
Night was black. Was no use holding back.
This is Spinal Tap, man.
'Cause I just had to see, was someone watching me?
So did you listen to this?
Mist. Dark I know this song.
It was on in the background in my high school years, but I was never a fan.
Or just some kind of hell. 666, the number of the beast.
Now this was this song down on the south side though
was spawned to be released.
Yeah.
This was a #1 hit at the St. Gerard dance.
Oh yeah,
I bet.
it was. What was it? An Iron Maiden record where it opened? No, or maybe it was a Sabbath record where it opened up with a dude coughing. What was that one? Was that?
I don't remember.
That might have been an Iron Maiden record.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a
lot of people who love Iron Maiden. It's not really my thing. It's fun, but it's not a.
If you want to dress up and go to a show.
Hey, you know what? Good for them. Good for them being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sweet. Joy Division, New Order.
Yeah, they deserve. Now they changed the game. They belong in it because they did it.
Now, this is music you love.
Yeah, Joy Division was one of those bands that changed my life. I'm telling you. This is New Order.
Yeah.
Joy Division prior to that.
Yeah.
It was. I forget his name that died. That died young. It'll come to me in a second.
This is out of my my realm. This is not
Peter Hook.
Okay.
Bernard Sumner, Stephen Morris. Peter Hook. I mean, they did change the game. The techno era began with Joy Division.
With Joy Division.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know much of these guys.
This is early 80s stuff, man.
Yeah, it's not my...
You weren't born yet.
No, I mean, but also, I mean, listen, I've listened to a lot of music that came out before I was born.
They weren't around
It's just not the kind of music that I've ever been into.
And it was a brief moment with really one record. The Love Will Tear Us Apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was.
What are you playing this off of, Vic?
Well, this was
out of a Walkman.
It's kind of the era.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm glad they're in, though they don't have the public. They're kind of like, they're like Joy Division. I mean, there's a couple of bands that just kind of changed the world. They were musicians. This is the one you've heard. I promise you.
And Ian Curtis is the singer of this band. He killed himself, right?
That's the one who offed himself young.
I think he was epileptic. Like he would have seizures sometimes on stage, and people were like, "What the hell?"
He looked like the lead singer of Radiohead, who always looks like he's having a seizure.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, this is not for me.
Hey, Jason, what the heck?
This is an era of British music.
Yes.
That just doesn't appeal to me.
Oh yeah, I loved all of it.
It changed my life,
the post-punk, where we had gone through the great. There were so many great British bands in the 60s and 70s. Obviously the Beatles, but Zeppelin and the Stones and the Who and Queen and all these bands that come around. And then it was there was the punk era of British rock, and then this came.
Well, the punk era was minuscule. I mean, if you look at the life of the Sex Pistols, you look at the Clash.
Right, but
Susie and the Banshees. It was short.
It was short, but it was
and it became
very
this,
impactful.
But it became this. It became New Order. It became the Smiths. It became the Cure. It became Bauhaus. It became what shaped the musicians of the 90s. It became what Oasis learned from. So there's a place in the world for the New Order and Joy Division because they took the step that then became what Oasis became just 10, 15 years later.
Speak of the devil, Oasis, also in the inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. Oasis more of my time. Yeah. And I'm a fan of Oasis.
It's one of those, they are such of the time. They are such a band of the 90s. I mean, it's hard for me to escape what they were. And this tour they had this year, man, that's one of those I regret not seeing.
Yeah, I saw Oasis in the 90s. I saw Noel Gallagher in, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years ago by himself.
Really?
Yeah, when they were split up. It was fine. It wasn't. But another band of brothers that could never get along. This is why you can't intermingle personal life with business.
Well, see? It all symmetry to this show. Symmetry.
Sade.
Your Love is King.
There you go. So, into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
There's a lot of babies on this planet because of Sade.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people about 35, about 40 years old because of this song. Have this on in the background. Some Chablis on ice. Some Tickle Pink.
Another one. Also, some babies made to this. Luther Vandross.
Oh, Luther. Is Fat Luther or Skinny Luther in? Because I was a fan of Fat Luther.
I think they put both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah, I think he's got on his plaque. It's got him as Fat and Skinny Luther.
I'm a fan of Luther.
Generally, guys named Luther are fat.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
I've hardly ever met a skinny Luther.
I've never met a skinny Luther either. No, two.
That is a truism.
Yeah. When when I was in the Army, I worked nights at as a bouncer at a live music venue, and the head bouncer was a dude named Luther, and he was like 6'8", 370 pounds. He was like a mountain of a man.
Did his arms just hang to the side like
that?
He couldn't put him down. But it was like, because Luther was on your team, you almost hoped that
Oh, you're
that
waiting
stuff
for
popped
something.
off.
Yeah, you're waiting for
You're
something
like,
to
man,
happen.
I hope you act a fool tonight, just so we can see what Luther does to your ass.
The
You know?
hot dogs on the back of his neck.
Oh my God. And I mean, he would take grown men and just put his hand on their shoulder and like turn them into children.
What was that guy in that big guy in Breaking Bad? The one that laid on all the money? What was his name?
Oh, what was his name?
It reminds me of him.
Yeah, but that guy's soft.
Okay.
Luther was like I said, he looked like the mountain. I mean, and finally, this is my favorite of the class because Wu-Tang is for the children.
Yep,
Yeah.
sir.
I love. It's still to this day. I love the Wu-Tang. I'll listen to Wu-Tang any day.
I had to buy the cassette twice. I remember because it melted. It melted in the car, and I was all mad.
Oh man,
So Iron.
They ain't nothing to F with. The 36 Chambers from this album, or what this song is from Enter the 36 Chambers.
Yeah.
Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. And Wu-Tang Forever was the double album that came out after it. And those two albums, to me, just Wu-Tang Forever and 36 Chambers changed hip-hop to me forever.
Well, Wu-Tang Forever did, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm a big supporter of them being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've done some things after, and not all of it's the best. They did, and pretty much all of these guys have their own like side projects.
Well, I always felt like I was happy that they had their side gigs because I don't think Wu-Tang ever sold enough records to, they didn't sell enough.
Well, they were
they were big, but
there's 9 of them or 10 of them.
So I always felt like, I'm glad they're on their own to make a little bit of scratch because they never were the pop. They were the underground success.
Yeah, Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links is one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. But yeah, there's a Method Man's the most famous, or Old Dirty Bastard, I guess, also pretty famous. R.I.P.
Yeah.
But they're the biggest names that came out of it. But all these guys are super talented, just and great lyrics. And in a time now, like I try to make my son who listens to the hubba hubba.
Oh yeah, get him on this. Man.
I try to let him this is what hip hop could be, man.
So you're telling me this is all that got in?
That's it.
So NXS is not in?
NXS is not in.
Nope.
Well, I guess they'll be coming
Duran either
on a tour back to Sam's Burger Joint.
Maybe so.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at who did Jeff Buckley, Lauryn Hill, Mariah Carey, no Melissa Etheridge, no New Edition.
No New Edition. But do you feel like there's any do you feel like there's a great omission, like someone, like one of these people shouldn't be in and somebody else should have been in over them?
I'm surprised the Black Crowes didn't get in.
I am too.
That's the one. I mean, I think eventually, like Mariah Carey's going to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she can't. She's told a New Edition and Pink, I think they're going to get in. I think Lauryn Hill, maybe the Fugees get in. I'm not sure Lauryn does. You know what I mean? I don't think she's that one record was one of the greatest ever released.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure there's enough for her to get in.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Black Crowes did surprise me a little bit. Mariah Carey surprised me a little just because she's such a big name. But yeah, it's congratulations to the nominees.
So when are we going to have the show out? When are we going to have the show?
Let me see when the show is. I had that up earlier.
That's a bucket list thing for me.
Right?
I'd like to go to that.
It does seem like it'd be fun.
I don't like to go anywhere. I'd like to go there.
November 14th it'll be.
And is it always 14th. In Cleveland?
Always in Cleveland, yep.
So, yeah. Have you had a chance to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Actually, you know what? I think I'm wrong. I think sometimes they do it. They used to only do it in Cleveland. Now they do Cleveland, L.A., and New York, depending on who's nominated. So sometimes they do it in the big cities, but usually, Cleveland is the place where it all started. I think they may have just moved it to L.A. and New York now, depending on who's getting in. I don't know if it'll be in L.A. or New York this year based on these nominees. Most of these guys aren't American, but I certainly associate. Wu-Tang I associate with New York.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. It may just rotate completely. except for Saturday, November 14th in L.A.
There we go.
So there's your answer.
The Dolby Theater, I'm sure.
And Ryan Seacrest will be your host. Oh, I cannot wait.
Goodness.
Cannot wait. Ryan Seacrest.
He is the designated showbiz host.
Ryan Seacrest and Lionel Richie.
With his gold microphone.
Oh, yes.
Lionel. I guess he's in.
Lionel Richie is in.
Yeah, he's got it alone and with the band.
Yep. All right. Let's take a break. We'll see what else is going on in the world. I got some more stuff that's nothing to do with sports. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Are you waking up every day and having to take a pill so you won't be hungry so you can lose weight? You got this prescription that eventually you might not want to take anymore. And what's going to happen to you when you're no longer taking a GLP-1? No longer taking a semaglutide? Are you going to be able to keep the weight off? That's a question you should ask. I know the answer would be if you were going to see Dr. Jacob Torres, you wouldn't need the GLP-1s. You wouldn't need the semaglutides. You can lose weight without it. It's been done for hundreds of years, thousands of years, and it still works when done the right way. But the real key, as Dr. Torres and the Institute for Functional Health have taught me, is the mental side of weight loss. Are you ready to take on a different lifestyle? Can you change the way you look at food? And if you can, when you do, you will start to lose weight and live without all the things that people are paying for now. That's why I want you to call Dr. Torres. If it's time for you to lose weight, you don't like the way you look or feel, and semaglutides might be something you'd like to try, talk to Dr. Torres. Because Dr. Torres has been successful for many years without the use of that. He's going to teach you how to appreciate food, how to approach food, and how to live with a diet that you can stay losing weight like me. 10 years ago, I weighed nearly 300 pounds, weighed in the other day at 231. I'm pretty proud of that and continue to lose weight. If it's time, I want you to call him today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. Listen, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. Call him today. Change your life. And when you do, come on by. Thank me later.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagel. Now is a great time of year to get your roof inspected and ready for our crazy spring weather. Be it hot, cold, rain, or hail, who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us this year. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994. Your roof protects your home and your family. A quality roof overhead means comfort, confidence, and certainly peace of mind. Now is the time to get your roof ready for spring. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
What?
Woo! Bang! Bang! Come on, man. Bang! Yeah, it's true.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Vic, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
I don't ask you enough. You know?
Now that I peed, I'm better. I feel much better.
I'll be 20 minutes from now. You'll be.
Yeah, give me 20 minutes. I got to go again.
Did you see the King of England has now disowned
his brother?
His brother.
Can you do that?
Says he'll never speak to him again. They've talked about they said why this story says why Charles may never speak to Andrew again as Edward and Anne reach out to their shamed brother over fears for his fragile mental state. The king says he may never speak to him again. Princess Anne had also recently reached out to check in on his well-being, but now they have moved to dampen expectations that Charles might take a similar step, insisting there is no chance whatsoever that Charles will reach out to him. The silence, it says, has been deafening since long before he was arrested in February, and there are numerous reasons why it's set to continue. A source says the hard reality is that the king knows that he can't speak to him. It would take an enormous shift in the king's thinking for them to even be in the same room. It's difficult when you're the king, I guess, but it says they were never close as brothers in the first place.
No, they never. He was, Andy was always the playboy. Now we find out.
Certainly. And it says, while in the context of the Epstein case, the king feels that he was lied to, and that's not easy to forgive. And because Charles is not just a brother in this situation, but also the king, and he's got to protect the monarchy as well as his personal feelings. So they say the risks are enormous for Charles to even try to open up. Because think about this. If he, let's say he forgives him and they rekindle a brotherhood, and then something else comes out.
Well, there is a belief that when and if anything ever comes out here, it will be because of a trial over there.
Yes.
So I think there's some very nervous people on this side of the pond worried that when Andy does finally go to trial and he starts testifying and he wants to maybe gain favor, save some time, do whatever, he starts flipping on a bunch of people, a bunch of billionaires that he's been running with. So I think there's a lot of fear there, and the king is preemptively stepping away from this ugly situation.
Yeah. So we'll see if this happens. Now, I think you're right, but it's certainly much more likely to happen over there. There does seem to be like a world where they could put this dude on trial, and then he starts spilling some names. And which I'm all for, by the way. I hope they put him on trial because I want him to name other names. I want to know all the names, even if it's people I care about, like Paige Beckers. I hope that if it is her, I don't know that it is, but if it is, I hope she goes down for her crimes. But yeah, it's the latest is that basically disowned. Basically disowned. This is I guess this is sort of a sports story here. There's a defensive back who's gone viral after showing up at a Lions facility holding a sign. This is Freddie McGee III. He is hoping that an opportunity comes with the Lions, and he wants the team to notice him. Now, he went to Eastern Michigan, so he's a Michigander. And it says, early Monday morning, he showed up outside the Lions facility with a clear message. No agent, no guarantees, just belief. McGee arrived at 8:45 a.m., holding a sign highlighting his accomplishments and his determination to earn a shot in the NFL. God put it in on my heart. I've had this goal since I was 5. He is the 2024 Arena Football League Defensive Player of the Year. So he's got that on his resume. He led the league in pass breakups and interceptions, and he worked his way from a walk-on at Eastern Michigan to a scholarship player. He is 5'8" and 170 pounds.
You better be fast.
But that tends to hold you out. But Detroit has built a reputation under Dan Campbell for valuing grit, effort, and mentality, and this seems to be that fit. We'll see if they bring him in. Give him a I guess it can't hurt to try. You know what I mean? If you don't have an agent who's getting you calls, this is the only way I guess you're going to get to an NFL camp.
I've heard of weirder things. I've heard of stranger attempts to get in.
If someone was standing outside our studio saying they wanted to be on the radio,
I've heard of weirder things. And didn't the guy for the Eagles do that last year? Wasn't he standing, and didn't he get Nick Sirianni to, when he was pulling into the Eagles headquarters? I think he did something, gave him a tape or something. So it's not unheard of to
a mixtape
kind of campaign to get you a gig. And heck, you think of Turpin for the Cowboys. Yeah. The year before, when they grabbed Turpin off of the free agency pile, he'd been playing semi-pro in Poland, and he sounds like about the same size as Turpin does for the Cowboys. So you never know where you're going to find him.
Earlier, Vic, you played Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl.
Yes. Somewhere I got to find it.
Okay.
Did you see what was going on with her this weekend at Coachella?
Oh, well, yeah.
Running with Trudeau.
Yeah, but there's also bad news for her, real bad news. She has been accused of doing much more than kissing a girl.
Uh-huh.
Actress Ruby Rose is accusing her of a sexual assault at a nightclub nearly 20 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
What? 20?
It says, Katy Perry sexually assaulted me at Spice Market nightclub in Melbourne. I was only in my early 20s. I'm now 40. It has taken almost 2 decades to say this publicly. I told the story publicly, but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later, she agreed to help me get my U.S. visa, so I kept it a secret. But I did tell y'all she wasn't a good person. Instead, I got attacked by everyone.
It's too late.
Did you hear what
what's
she's
the
accusing
statute
her
on
of?
that?
Did you read this?
She said she didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her.
Nice. So why did we wait 20 years for this?
Now, hold on.
Can we have a corroborating witness?
Now,
Can I just have somebody say, oh, yeah.
Did video exist back then?
No, 20 years. No.
She said, not interested in filing a police report over this, not when I haven't even filed a report for the numerous rapes at the hands of grown men.
Boo!
But she is more than welcome to sue me. She won't because it happened. I have photos and it was literally in public and witnessed by multiple people. Plus, there is so much more that happened in the years leading up to her silly song she won't want me discussing. The psychological manipulation was strong with that one. A representative for Katy Perry says the allegations being circulated on social media by Ruby Rose about Katy Perry are not only categorically false, they are dangerous, reckless lies. Miss Rose has a well-documented history of making serious public allegations on social media against various individuals, claims that have repeatedly been denied by those names. And, of course, Rose's comments were kicked off with Perry attending Coachella along with Justin Trudeau. Rose had her breakout role in Orange is the New Black and was also in John Wick Chapter 2.
Sweet.
But Can you imagine Katy Perry doing that? Like, I mean, I don't know.
It was the 90s. No, this was 2000. It was only 20 years ago.
Was Katy Perry even famous at that point, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
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 Huh. Listen, I'm not here to say one side or the other, but that sounds like a crazy ass story.
Every time I hear something that was 20 years and I've kept it quiet this long, I always kind of go,
roll your eyes.
I don't roll my eyes. I'm not saying it's not true.
No.
But my thought is always, it didn't affect you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I roll my eyes.
Well, maybe.
All right, she probably did. But you were in a club, and God knows, why were you passed out? Can we get into that?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah. If you're
you were passed out, so you weren't completely sober,
and also you puked all over her. I mean,
that's the part of the story that, if that really happened, there had to have been a witness. Goes, I don't remember, but I do remember that. I didn't see what caused it, but I remember her projectile vomiting on Katy Perry, which should have been a story on its own.
Yes.
Now, I didn't know how it happened, which...
rubbed her vagina on her face. What she calls her disgusting vagina.
I like the fact that she pulled her panties aside. Like, not even going to try to disguise this.
Now...
Too much detail there.
That we went into depth. For that. No pun intended.
I mean... okay.
All right, man.
Yeah. So, okay, I Kissed a Girl was Katy Perry's first hit song, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was. That came out in 2008.
And
20 years ago, she wasn't even famous yet.
Well, 2 years before it became a hit doesn't mean that record wasn't already playing. It takes a while for it to hit. I think she was big at the time.
Okay.
Because I remember my friends taking their daughters to go see them right about that time, 05, 06, 07.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe so. But yeah, I want the details. I
think we got pretty detailed.
But I mean, also
pretty intricate there. Can you if we showed a picture of said vagina, would you recognize it? Could you describe what was rubbed onto your? Oh, she said she was passed out.
Well,
that's right.
No, she was resting her head. She was resting on her best friend. Now, is this best friend going to come up and say, "Hey"?
And then I just was laying there, passed out in a club, and got a snoot full. That's all I know.
I can't imagine that.
A whole.
Listen, I don't know much about Katy Perry's vagina today.
Oh, I bet you it's immaculate.
But I would imagine 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Immaculate, you say?
Like, look at that. Whoa.
Now imagine 20 years ago, though. I mean, I bet it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
Pristine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be 70s. You never know.
We don't know.
You never know.
Well, it was in Australia.
Oh,
Are the grooming habits different in Australia? Do they go for the hairy armpit look down there?
You would assume so.
So this
but I don't
happened in
think so.
Australia.
And yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I would assume that they.
I would assume that they.
I think the grooming is pretty much worldwide now.
Well, 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Oh
I don't know.
no, that was unshaved.
Yeah.
You think so?
No, 20 years ago we were just getting into that era.
No, that's not true.
Oh no, I'm telling you, early 2000s is when I was still going to I was still working out. That's really when it hit.
Well, I mean, Rob, I went to high school in the late 90s.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Early
It was
2000s.
already kind of a thing.
Well, for the older, maybe for the younger set.
Okay.
Maybe for the younger set. It just took a while to catch up.
In the 80s, it was everywhere.
Oh, no, the 80s. There weren't no razors anywhere.
No.
The crotch fro was in full effect.
That's a big thing.
But
yeah.
but I think it had to work to an older crew. I think what really changed the world was video porn.
Probably.
Yes, it did.
I think by about 2008, it was all gone.
Yeah, but on the magazines, it was all.
But we always just assume. Well, back then, back then, if you were, the assumption was you probably had to because you were infected with something.
Oh no,
that you were.
You had the scabies or crabs or something.
There's a myriad of possibilities, and if you were cleanly shaved, the assumption was, well, you had to get rid of the.
Yeah, I did get rid of the.
Yeah.
No.
Times have changed. Yeah.
Imagine that though. Katy Perry just comes and rubs her vagina on your face.
I'd write it. I thought if she was
eye.
a singer, but she's not a singer. She's an actress.
Ruby Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
See, if you're a singer, you write a song about it and become a big star.
Again, you would I didn't know the name Ruby Rose at first, but as soon as I saw her face, I said, "Oh, that's Orange is the New Black."
I recognize her once I see her.
She's she's kind of the butch girl in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Well, she's got short hair, but certainly not unattractive.
She's hot for sure
Yeah,
for
not
having short
unattractive.
hair.
Maybe
Now, what's going on with Katy Perry in this picture? I have no idea, but I can see what's happening with her.
Yeah, I don't know.
She was Batgirl.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was Batgirl.
Well, I didn't know that. Okay, all right. Yeah, she is kind of hot.
Told you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who to believe, Rob. I like to.
I'd like to think it's true. I think they were having a good time. They were partying. She just went too far.
I'm gonna give Katy Perry innocent until proven guilty.
Okay.
But
the fact that
there's a lot of detail.
The fact that Ruby Rose went on to let her help her get her visa and all these other kind of things.
That's
the other thing. When it happened, I think she woke up the next morning drunk and went, "Did that happen?"
Like if I pulled my drawers to the side and rubbed my balls on your face at the rudder room,
I think you'd have some issues.
Right, and then a couple years later, I asked you to help me out with like a visa. I feel like you'd say no.
I'd call ICE on you.
Yeah, you'd be like, "No, I'm not helping. We're not friends anymore because you've done this terrible thing to me."
So some of this makes me think, but then again, you never know. She might have been in a position of power to where she was the only one that could have gotten her the visa. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do we know if Ruby Rose is into gals?
Yes, she is.
For certain?
Well, she's a pretty good actress if she's not.
Well, I don't think every girl on Orange is the New Black is a lesbian.
I think every one of them was.
Really?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No, she's not.
She has a haircut that would lead me to believe one way or the other.
Yeah.
And that's the only kind of hair I've ever seen her have.
Did she dabble in college?
Any chick who shaves lines into the sides of her head, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
just assume I can't shoot my shot at that because she's not into my kind of thing.
Right. Unless you put on a wig.
Right.
But you won't.
That's my gaydar.
She's been openly lesbian since she was 12 and identifies as gender fluid.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm right.
Oh, you do have like half a shot.
I'm really good at this.
Oh, yeah. She is gender fluid. She doesn't fit into a binary category, but rather feels somewhere in between or fluctuates between one or the other.
Okay. All right. I guess it depends on what day of the week it is. And on the day that Katy Perry rubbed her vagina on her face, apparently she was very straight and offended.
Toward the penile side.
Yeah, it was offensive. Okay. I'll allow it. All
right.
All right. We got to take a break. That's enough talk about rubbing vaginas on faces.
Yeah,
it's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
I'll follow that with a tall glass of water. I want to talk to you, San Antonio, about that glass of water. See, San Antonio, we got a drinking problem. The water coming out of our aquifer, out of your well, certainly good enough for your fine sweet tea and make some pretty good light beer. But I'll tell you, there's stuff floating around in that water. It might add some flavor, but you don't want that left around in your pipes. You don't want it in your glasses. You don't want it on your skin or your hair. You want to take care of it. That's why you call Connecticut. Connecticut has been taking care of my houses as long as I can remember. 30 years of protection, 3 houses, and as long as I can remember, I've never had a problem with Connecticut, not once. My water's crystal clear. My whites stay white. My skin stays supple and soft. No, the truth of the matter is, you get the very best, and you always think it's going to cost more. That's not the truth at all. In fact, Connecticut is as affordable as any water treatment product out there on the market, and even more so when you consider the fact when you buy the new Connecticut system, you're going to get a reverse osmosis drinking station. They're going to just throw into it, I had to pay for it. You're going to get it free. No more drinking or bottled water ever again. It's right at your sink, ready to go all the time. Call 656-PURE-TO-GO today. Call Connecticut and get the very best. ConnecticutSA.com's got all the details. Go there, get the very best, and you're going to come by, and I know you're going to thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 northeast side causing major delays. Now an hour, 60 minutes. 35 northbound, 1604 up to Olympia Parkway. That roadway reduced to 1 lane. You're going to start to slow down right around Randolph. So Nacogdoches or Lookout, those are good alternate routes. On I-10 eastbound approaching Fulton, that road work is taking up the left lane. pretty much most all our major freeway systems. As we get into the meat of our morning rush hour, just about everything is filling in, slowing down a little bit. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by USPS Ground Advantage. We mean business.
Pump up the volume. Business moves fast. Pump up the volume. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Nothing I hate in the car business more than a bunch of damn liars. That's why I created GiveMeTheVIN.com. Go to Give Me the VIN, put in your license plate number, we'll buy your car. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it without a bunch of games. We come to you with a check or pay off your payoff. Look at what people have had to say about GiveMeTheVIN.com. It's real. It's here. We're the Amazon now of car buyers, and we want to buy yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Looking for TRT that's flexible enough for your lifestyle? Head to Synergenics and Low T Center. Choose testosterone shots or pills. You can pay with insurance or out of pocket and even have your treatment shipped to your door. And now at Synergenics and Low T Center, they're offering new peptides, new treatments, and more. Boost your energy, libido, and confidence for results you can feel. Book your free testosterone test now at FixMyLowT.com. That's FixMyLowT.com.
Here at Academy, we're putting the outdoors back in Academy Sports and Outdoors, especially for firearms and ammo. Whether you're punching paper at the range or heading to the field before sunrise, you'll find what you're looking for, and probably a few things you didn't know you needed. Trusted brands, tons of options, and undefeatable prices. Right now, get up to $50 off select Glock firearms through April 19th. Academy, fun can't lose. Age restrictions apply. Remember to always keep it safe.
This Thursday, the Blitz is taking over Novo Brewery. We're hosting the Business Networking International April Mixer, food specials, drink specials, and your chance to network with business professionals across San Antonio. It's Novo Brewery attached to North Star Mall Thursday, beginning at 2 o'clock.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
If you don't care about saving 50% off your wireless bill for the same 5G coverage the big guys are charging a fortune for, maybe you care about keeping jobs in America. Pure Talk does. They've pledged to run their entire operation from this country, including all their customer service. Or maybe you care about our nation's veterans. Pure Talk does. They've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to America's Warrior Partnership, a fantastic organization working hard to prevent veteran suicide. Or maybe you care about closing America's skills gap. Pure Talk does. They're a proud supporter of MicroWorks. They're helping my foundation train the next generation of skilled workers. Don't get me wrong, saving money's great, and you'll save plenty with Pure Talk. But if you want to be in business with people who share your values, dial pound 250. Say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. Oh, it's gonna be a great night. Woohoo! I got some odds for the Milwaukee Bucks' next head coach.
Billy Donovan?
Courtesy of betonline.ag.
Okay.
Your favorite. He's available. 3-1, your favorite. Taylor Jenkins.
Oh, he's a good coach.
Former Grizzlies head
Former
coach.
Spur. He came up in the Spurs organization. Good coach.
Your second favorite at 4-1 is Sam Cassell.
Sam, that's about as crazy as Rajon Rondo floating around out there. But okay.
Sean Sweeney, 5-1 is your next favorite.
Who?
Tom Thibodeau, 6-1.
No, he will not be.
I would say that's probably not a good choice. Darvin Ham at 8-1. He's the current Bucks assistant head coach. He would be an internal option.
Well, we don't want Sean Sweeney. to
Why?
take because he's our defensive specialist. He has earned the next head coaching job, but I want him.
But he's not going to be the head coach here.
Not now. No, but I want him to stay around for another year. I want him seasoning one more. You don't leave, especially if we get close or win this thing. Don't go unless we win a ring, Sean.
I mean, it'd be a big reward for him.
Oh, he's a hell of a coach.
Reward.
He's going to be a head coach. I'm trying to keep him around one more year because of the
Fair
phenomenal job he's done with the Spurs.
Chris Quinn at 10-1, Micah Nori 12-1, Mike Budenholzer 14-1.
Back home, huh? Bring back. You know what? There's where the success was. That's one guy that I think Giannis at least likes.
Royale Ivy 16-1,
Texas Pride,
and then you get all these are guys in the 25 to or more to 1 range. Jeff Van Gundy, Frank Vogel.
Good God, retreads every one of these old, worn-out coaches.
Terry Stotts.
Stop.
Rajon Rondo 33-1. Becky Hammond, Jenny Buchek, and Lindsey Harding all 40-1. Mark Jackson also 40-1, and Adrian Griffin 50-1.
Adrian Griffin. Anybody but a retread. But they can't even consider head coach hire until they figure out what the hell they're going to do with Giannis. Are they trading him? Are they keeping him? What you're going to have to define what your future is before you pick the coach, because I'm going to want to know that as the coach. If you're going to hire me, are we exiting Giannis? And if we're exiting Giannis, I want an 8-year deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this ain't going to be pretty.
I don't want to coach if he's not here.
So I do think they need to figure out what the hell they're going to do with Giannis before they can get any kind of worthy applicant, because I'm not taking that gig without Giannis unless, of course, you're bringing in a boatload of picks and you're giving me a nice long contract to figure out how to make this thing work.
Sean Sweeney with Giannis. Can you imagine? I mean,
well, the thing is, it would be a good hire because he's been coaching a dude like Giannis. You know what I mean? He's already got this has been working for Victor, but he's such a great defensive coach. He really is the key to our defense. And, you have Giannis as your anchor like you did with Wemby. I would think Giannis would be happy, but that's if he wants to actually stay in Milwaukee. And depending on the time of day you ask him, he either wants to stay or wants to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good choices on that list. I think Taylor Jenkins is a great choice. I think Sam Cassell would be a great choice. Sean Sweeney would be a great choice.
Sweeney's the best. Don't retread this,
Tibbs,
man.
I'm probably out on. I'd stick with one of those top 3. Jenkins, Cassell, and Sweeney, I think all would be worth a shot.
Not retreads one of them. So Jenkins kind of, but still a young man.
If you've had one job, it's hard to call you a retread.
Well, Darvin Ham, that Lakers stink, I'm not sure is off of him. Good coach for sure. Maybe he would be in the mix.
But Cassell's a guy. Cassell's been coaching since 2008. He's been an assistant since 2008. Hasn't had a chance to be a head coach yet. I'm willing to give him a shot.
JJ's been a heck of a coach, so you can come off and didn't have nearly as much seasoning. But I do think Cassell was a thinking guard, so he had to play with his mind as much as his body as when he was in the NBA. So that's a possibility. I just don't know.
Yeah, and he's been with the Celtics the last couple of years. Before that, Philly, the Clippers, and the Wizards.
Paid his dues.
He's been around. Maybe worth a look. And I mean, as a guy who played in Milwaukee, he kind of knows the people there. I think it's maybe worth a shot. But yeah, that's the latest odds. And someone in the Brigade Bar said all this tanking and only one head coach fired.
Well, some of these coaches were paid to tank.
That's
like
what I'm
Christie.
saying.
Christie was paid to tank. You can't fire him you can. But if you did that, the next guy you bring in that is he's not going to tank when you want him to tank.
It was pretty well known that he was they were losing and he was probably going to be safe.
There's going to be a job or two come open. I think that Billy Donovan is going to be a head coach next year in the NBA, and it won't be with the Bulls.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he's wants out, and he obviously didn't want to go to college. So I think he's going to kind of bide his time. And
is he not under contract?
I think they're about to say goodbye to Billy Donovan. I think that whole Chicago Bulls tenure is just about done. So I think he's probably going to exit and go find another place. But it might be a surprise early out team that fires him. I do think there'll be a few jobs open, not a lot. I don't think that early call, like 8 or 9 coaches, are going to change jobs. No, because 4 or 5 of these coaches were paid to lose. They did what they were paid and brought in to do, so they're not going to lose their job this year.
Billy Donovan signed a multi-year extension in July 2025. They ain't getting rid of him.
We'll see.
He'd have to, somebody would have to buy him out. And
we'll see. I just keep hearing rumors that he is looking for a job, that he is trying to get out of Chicago.
I'm sure he'd love to, but it sounds like he might be kind of stuck. But who knows? Well, it says I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do with him, because I agree. I think it's probably time for both sides to try something different.
And I'm surprised up at the Wizards, but again, paid to lose. You know, the Wizards bringing in all these new dudes. You expect to see Trey healthy and Anthony Davis at least for a minute. I wouldn't be surprised to see them change horses.
God, what a crap job. I mean, you got to feel like, how do you win there?
Well, I think you could turn that team into a playoff team and be a rock star by winning 40 games. I mean, it won't. I mean, with those two dudes, you should be able to win 40 if they can stay moderately healthy. You're never going to win a lot, but you could get that team into the playoffs, and to them, that'd be like winning a title.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are worse jobs out there because there's apathy. I think that D.C. area is so desperate for a winner that if you just give them a little bit, you'll be a rock star.
What about the Magic coach, Jamal Mosley?
That's the one that I think we'll wait to see how the play-in playoffs go. He could easily be gone.
All right. Man, we got 1 hour left to go. Time is flying, friends. Let's hope it keeps flying.
All the way to 11:30.
Rob's got a dentist appointment to keep. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Riding the work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 northeast side causing major delays. Now an hour, 60 minutes. 35 northbound, 1604 up to Olympia Parkway. That roadway reduced to 1 lane. You're going to start to slow down right around Randolph. So Nacogdoches or Lookout, those are good alternate routes. On I-10 eastbound approaching Fulton, that road work is taking up the left lane. Pretty much most all our major freeway systems as we get into the meat of our morning rush hour. Just about everything is filling in, slowing down a little bit. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-927-1086. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086. 800-927-1086.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiked spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215-215. That's SPARK to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I own a coffee shop, and I wanted to label everything with our logo.
That's ambitious.
Cups, boxes, bags.
Ooh, that'll add up.
Not at all, because right now, Staples prints custom labels for 30% off.
30% off? That's shockingly affordable branding.
Yep, now our logo and URL are seen all over town.
Brand your business for less at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app by 4/18 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Hello. My name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Texas Rangers took the A's down last night 8-1, are in first place. The Astros go in the other direction. They lost their 8th straight, falling to Seattle 6-2 after getting swept in the series. The NBA picks up the play-ins tonight. We get the Trailblazers and Suns, a tip set for 9 o'clock.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:02 on the Morning Huddle. Good morning, everybody. Ah, yes. Immaculate. Pristine. Disgusting. One person's pristine is another person's disgusting.
Isn't that the truest words ever spoken?
You know? Crazy. The The matchup tonight between Phoenix and Portland. Now, every matchup's a little bit different. You know, there's 2 games tonight, by the way. One is an elimination game. So whoever loses between Miami and Charlotte can just pack up and go home.
Thanks for playing. Come on, Charlotte, let's get one.
When was the last time Miami missed the playoffs?
I know. That's why it's entirely it's a far more interesting game in my mind than the Portland.
Portland and Phoenix, dude, 9 o'clock tip.
Yeah, I'm probably going to wake up to whoever our foe will be.
I'm asleep at 7.
I mean, you're not. Vic's not even going to see the tip.
No.
9 times.
9
times.
That's
9
That's
times.
one of the tremendous benefits of having home court in the playoffs until we get to the finals, because we don't have to deal with a lot of those late night West Coast 8:30, 9 o'clock tips. And the good news also is there's not a lot of West Coast worry. I mean, we might end up going to Portland, but Phoenix is no big deal. Phoenix is a hop, skip, and a jump.
The Suns are favorites. This is historically. Well, let's go with both these teams. The Heat have played a total of 6 play-in games, tied for the most with Atlanta. But Miami has the most play-in wins. They've won 4 times in the play-in. They've made the full field playoffs each of the 3 previous appearances. So, and that includes one that they came in from the 10th seed last season, the 8th seed once, and the 7th seed once. So they know this. They've done this. This is not unusual for them. Now, Portland looking for their first playoff appearance since 2021, and they're minus 310 to make it. But they've got to. If they don't win today, they're going to have to win another game. You know, they'll have to win a game in the next 2. They were 18-23 away from home, which is the 3rd worst amongst all playoff teams. So this is not a good road team. They had a 113 offensive rating away from home, worst amongst playoff teams, and a negative 0.5 net rating, worst amongst road teams, or worst amongst playoff teams on the road during the year. Now, remember, it's already a win. This season's been a win for the Blazers because their coach got fired in the middle of the season.
Not just fired, run off to jail. I mean, just the
maybe
worst,
to jail.
I mean, just literally yanked off the roster on a road trip. I mean, it wasn't like they even thought it was coming. He was coaching fine. The team looked good, and then they woke up the next day and he was gone.
Yeah,
unprecedented, man.
Now, a couple things about this game. Booker is a 28-point per game career playoff player. 28.
Yeah.
You know where that is all-time NBA history?
Got to be top 5.
It is 8th most in NBA history. 28 playoff points per game.
There haven't been a lot of playoff games, but yeah.
No, but I mean, it's...
He's the best player on the team. I expect him to get that kind of production.
Some other stats for tonight's game. The Suns are the 2nd best 3-point defense in the league. They allow 34.6% of threes. The Blazers hit 34.3%. They are one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league. So
I think there's why you see the spread.
There's some things stacked against the Blazers here. The Suns 10-2 in their last 12 home games against Portland. They're 25-16 at home overall this season, so they're a good home team. Blazers a bad road team. It feels like there's a lot of things pointing to Phoenix getting the job done tonight.
Yeah, I mean they've got the best player in the series in Devin Booker. They've got some experience. They're not a particularly deep team, but they've got a shooter's chance. I like the spread in that, you know, they're playing in Phoenix. But I'll tell you, Portland's a better team. They're not as talented, but they're a better team. And I don't think they're worried about 3-point defense. They win their games. They're not winning them shooting threes. So, yeah, you can lock down something we don't really try to do that much. And when we do, we're not very good at it. I think it'll come down to if Portland can get to the rim with those quick guards, if Scoot can get to the rim, pick up some fouls, and they can kind of control the pace a little bit because Phoenix loves to run, and I know Portland isn't going to be that eager to run. I think they'll be opportunistic. But if they can control the pace and get some free throws up, I think they've got a chance. But you can't let Devin Booker get more than his average. You can't let him get more than 28. I mean, you expect the 28 to come, but you don't let anybody else beat you. You don't let Jalen Green suddenly find his depth. You can't let Dylan Brooks get in your young kids' heads because he's going to come and play rough and tough. Mark Williams is average. I mean, there's no there. So I do think there's a place for Portland to kind of work the glass a little bit better. But again, if you let Phoenix shoot, they're going to beat you.
Play-in tournament games they are 16-8 to the under since this tournament's been invented.
Really?
These are the average total though this year is lower than it's ever been. So the market kind of catching up to that. One thing I mean I kind of like the under too. I do expect this to be sort of a grimy game, especially if I think the Blazers can keep it close, which I do. To me, Drew Holiday and Kamara being able to, like, if you say, okay, pick a team that's got a couple guys you can throw at Devin Booker, Portland's got them.
Yeah. And
now you're saying, okay, make somebody else on Phoenix beat you. I don't know who else can beat you on Phoenix.
There's not. I don't expect much from Grayson Allen, even if he was fully healthy, but he's kind of hurt. Jalen Green's capable, fully capable.
Sure.
I don't expect it. I don't see where there's a lot of there. And again, I do think Devin Booker can single-handedly win this game. He can go out tonight and win the game, and it's probably going to take that. But if he's not at full effect and Portland can keep themselves in control and keep the stupid point guard turnovers out of the game, which they have a problem with sometimes, I think I like Portland and an under, and I'd go money line with it. I like they're going to win it.
Okay.
I think they're going to win it.
I tend to think so too. Who do you like in the Charlotte-Miami matchup?
Shoot, I want Charlotte to win. I really do. I just don't know if, you're going up against a master tactician and some savvy vets in Miami. It's going to be a hard one for them. But I do think Carolina, if they can get a lead, they can hold it. I can tell you that. If they can get ahead of them, I do think they can hold it. I like Carolina, but it's going to be hard.
I think I like Charlotte too. I feel like, well, one thing that's scary is Bam has dominated against Charlotte. Miami is plus 22.5 when Bam plays against Charlotte this season. They when he's on the floor, they dominate. But the Charlotte bench was good against Miami. The Hornets were plus 14 this season with Kobe White on the floor. Plus 14 with Colin Sexton, who's no longer there, but plus 7.5 with Grant Williams on the court. So they've done a good job with the depth. I like Charlotte here just because I feel like especially because they're going to shoot the ball well. The Hornets are pretty weak defensively on the inside, but I think that their 3-point rating or like their 3-point shooting is going to keep them in it. And the giving up twos and taking threes, I think the math points to Charlotte winning the game.
If Miami can keep their starting five on the court, they're savvy enough to win the game. I think between Powell, Wiggins, and Adebayo, Davion Mitchell's going to get a few. I worry about his turnovers. But these guys know how to win playoff games. Charlotte better keep a nice lead because that pucker factor will kick in the last 10 minutes of the game because I won't bet against Spoelstra late.
Yeah. This one, the total is 228.5.
That's a little high to me.
It kind of feels that way too. Miami is fast, and they're the fastest team in the NBA by far. Like they play at the highest pace on offense in the NBA, and it's not even really close. But Charlotte is the second slowest team in the NBA. But the problem is when Hero and Powell both play together, and it hasn't been a lot this year that they've both been healthy, the over is 15-7 when they're on the floor because their defense stinks when both those guys are on the floor. So it does feel like I'd kind of like to play the under too, but I worry about having those two guys on the floor together. Miami's going to play fast. I know that they're going to score. I know the Hornets are going to make threes. I feel like over is probably the play. So I like Charlotte in the over and I like Portland in the under. That's the way I'm looking tonight.
It's going to be. I'm excited to see the Hornets play. This could be the beginning of something kind of fun.
Could be
for this team.
Yeah, I mean, and again, they got to win twice to get in.
I don't expect much this year, but I do see. I mean, they've got their foundation. Kneipel and Miller and Ball, I think they've got the future kind of in place. The good things are happening for them. I'd like to see them win a couple of games. But if they fell to Miami, it wouldn't be a shock at all.
Do you have an early vibe on tomorrow's game, the Warriors Clippers or the Magic Sixers?
I think the Magic's. We talked about this in the break. I'm sure Magic head coach is coaching for his literal life.
Yeah,
I think he'll get fired if they lose that game.
I think they should lose that game, by the way, too. I'm Philly's so much more talented on paper, even.
But watching the way they came into San Antonio and the way we just dispatched them, this team is hot and cold, man. If they're not clicking. But, Paul George has come up of late. We know that Edgecombe is capable, and Maxey certainly is a star.
And if Embiid plays.
Yeah, they should take this handily. But, my goodness, I certainly ain't going to put any money on it because this could be a lay-down kind of game.
Clippers, Warriors?
I like the Clips.
It feels, I mean, it's too little too late for the Warriors, I think, unfortunately for them. Quite frankly, they're a sub-500 team when it's all said and done.
I think that they fought the valiant fight. I think Steph's going to do everything he can, but they're just so banged up.
And they're so bad on the road.
Yeah,
they're just not a real threat.
Yeah, and Kawhi and that defense is going to be capable, I think, to win it.
Yep. So we'll get into those games a little bit more tomorrow. All right, coming up next, I've got another family 4-pack I'm going to give away on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, we've got a trouble spot on the far north side. On 1604 westbound at Redland Road, it is an accident. Right lane, 8-minute delay. Stop and go from O'Connor. 35 northbound Ben Zengelman, that's a stall up to the shoulder. I-10 eastbound as you approach Fulton, road work left lane. And this road work is in the clearing stages, I promise. They are in the process of picking up these construction cones. 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch, come on, meet me at the Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
The play-in tournament begins tonight. Of course, all eyes in San Antonio will be on that Phoenix-Portland game because that is who the Spurs will get in the first round. We'll have a preview and a look ahead. Ryan Eagle's back as we broadcast live from NAW Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Culebra Road.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
The verdict is in. No appeal on the docket today, just my own sin.
He was so proud of that line.
I mean, listen, not yet in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Soon to be. Soon to be.
Ah, yes. Could have been me on a Sunday morning. What a brilliant poet.
Oh.
Here it comes.
And I said, oh, hiding hate that burns inside, which only fuels their selfish pride. And I said, oh.
This dude is so conflicted, man.
Oh, yes. The sun only shines on only some. We the meek are all in one.
Yeah, man.
Here it is, Vic.
Yeah, here it is.
I hear a thunder in the distance. See a vision of a cross.
Is he sober? He's sober now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, good, good.
I think so, yeah. Oh, what a man.
I just Googled, yeah, he's sober for 10 years.
Yeah.
Although at one point he did believe he was a CIA agent tasked with killing the president.
Oh,
claimed his family was involved with ISIS and spent a month driving around the country following an angel.
What was he on?
That he saw in his car hood.
It was just weed.
It's a good stuff, Dan. Jeez.
Dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for morning. Ain't got no time. Oh! All right, enough of Creed for the day.
He's at least bipolar. What's your excuse?
I used to do drugs with him.
You're tripolar.
Triple.
Man, jeez.
If there's a pole, I got him.
I
got all three.
I'm polar fluid.
I was gonna say,
Sometimes I have one polar, sometimes bi, sometimes tri. Yeah. I'm like that. I'm like that gal from Orange Is the New Black, Ruby Rose. I'm polar fluid.
Yeah.
Depending on what you've had recently rubbed in your face.
Yeah. Depending on what's been on my cheek.
I don't know
lately.
which way it's going to send me. We'll have to figure it out. I'm suddenly straight.
I don't like that. Hey, we got a family 4-pack of tickets for the Gunslingers. The San Antonio Gunslingers, April 18th, 4 p.m., down at the Freeman. They're taking on the Vegas Nighthawks, the reigning, defending, undisputed IFL champion Vegas Nighthawks, and the Gunslingers are going head-to-head. They said, and this is, I don't know how they schedule in the IFL, but here's what I know. The Gunslingers said, they called Vegas and they said, hey, why don't you guys come down here and play us this year? And the Nighthawks said, really? We're the defending champions. You sure you want that? And the Gunslinger said, yeah, we want that.
So this is
Bring it.
This is the only time we're going to see them.
That's right, yeah. Because they refused to have a rematch.
So they get how did we do it? We had Tulsa, then we got the Nighthawks. A lot of teams in Arizona.
Yeah, there are multiple teams out of Arizona.
And then Southern California, then San Diego, then Tulsa. The New Mexico Chupacabras.
Oh, that's a good mascot.
No kidding.
That is a good mascot. That might not have been available to the Gunslingers.
No, the Gunslingers has a little bit of San Antonio lore.
Well, but Chupacabra would have been good for us, too.
Yeah.
That's South Texas lore.
Very much so.
Donkey Lady.
The Donkey Lady.
Donkey Ladies.
Well, you can't call your football team the Donkey Ladies.
You want to strike fear in the hearts of those that oppose them.
Yeah.
We're the Donkey Ladies.
Or the Cucuys.
The Cucuys.
Yeah. That's a good one.
There,
that is a good one. That is a good one. I'm for that.
Yeah.
All right. What have we not talked today? What have we missed so far?
Hey, what caller are we giving away these?
Yeah. Sorry. 210-656-ESPN. Let's go a family 4-pack of tickets on April 18th, 4 p.m. Let's go to caller number 9.
You ride the wave. Burger's seeing it. 2 homers yesterday.
Oh yeah. We got to do that. We got to let this Gunslingers ticket giveaway happen. Then we'll play Double Dong. We'll do Double Dong challenge next segment, Rob. Don't try to trick me. Did you see what's going on with this Alec Boehm?
Who's that?
Alec Boehm is the third baseman for the Phillies.
No, I have not seen what's going on.
And he is in a legal battle accusing his parents of mismanaging his finances.
Ooh.
He is seeking the return of a little over $500,000 that he says his parents withdrew from a brokerage account back in March. And Daniel and Lisa Boehm have 10 days to respond to this petition. But in addition, Boehm and his lawyers have asked a judge to halt a case that Boehm's parents brought to an arbitration court, arguing these matters should be adjudicated in Philadelphia. The injunction filing alleges Boehm's parents intended to use the $528,000 to pay for their legal expenses. It details new allegations of financial impropriety against the parents of Boehm, whose initial lawsuit against him seeks $3 million in judgment. Amid the legal dispute, Boehm has fired his agent, Scott Boras.
Wow.
Boehm, who has not been very good this season. It's a free agency season for him, too. It would have been a good time for him to play well, but I guess he's got a lot of stuff going on. He submitted to the court last week an affidavit that said his parents steered him toward hiring Boras in 2020 under considerable duress to further their own interests and to my detriment. And a lot of it was, Boehm contends, because his parents disagreed with a third-party financial advisor recommended to him by what used to be Wasserman Agency, is now called The Team. So Boehm renewed his relationship with Boras Corp in late March as part of a standard annual review that every MLB player conducts. Then a week later, Boehm served Boras Corporation a notice of termination. And he's making $10.2 million this year, his final year of salary arbitration. He'll be a free agent next season.
And he's $500,000 in the grand scheme ain't that much when you're making $10 million a year.
But he's got a $3 million lawsuit against. So there's a lot going on, but. Yeah, imagine being in this kind of thing with your parents. So that sounds like Britney Spears.
It does. It sounds like, I hope that they didn't just kind of take over all the money while he was naive, and it sounds like they did.
Well, while managing Boehm's LLCs, Daniel and Lisa transferred more than $6.5 million to brokerage accounts connected to those LLCs between July 2020 and October 2025. Of this money, more than 5.6 was allegedly transferred between June 2024 and October 2025, and they did not put any of their own funds into the account. They also reported exorbitant expenses for one of the LLCs. Expenses for advertising, supplies, and postage were $124,000.
Well, that's like one summer of travel ball. So if they fostered travel ball for a couple years, I'm going to fall on the side of the parents here. I think he owes them a little bit of money, just a few.
$6 million?
Hey man, think about it, the weekends you spent. All the stuff we did for years for travel ball. You make a little scratch. You know what? You owe me a little bit. I'm gonna extract a little bit of interest. For those Sunday mornings in July.
I'm curious
how
how
it was 107 and we had a game at noon, 4 and 9.
I'm curious how the Thompsons with legal degrees would
man,
feel about that.
I'd let them know. You go pro. Those first 3 years are mine.
Yeah.
All that waking up early and driving halfway to. Well, that's a cuss.
Yeah.
For a 9 o'clock basketball game of no meaning at all.
Those games were meaningful.
You owe me. I'm with the dad on this one. You know how many Sundays and Saturdays I gave up?
Well, hey, that's dad
for
life.
Some kind of
dad
stupid,
life.
meaningless national championship that we played for last week, and
That's
next week
dad
we can
life,
win
Rob.
another national title.
Now your son is a champion. A national champion.
I'm just saying, I didn't get the chance to get any of that back. These parents did. Squeeze that sponge. Go get that money. They owe you.
When
all those orange slices Mama bought over the years.
That's right.
The $10 million right there.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do the double dong challenge. We could have had a winner yesterday. Jake Berger hit 2 of them yesterday, but Corey Seager was the pick. So we'll see if someone can double dong it today. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits 2. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK. All the flavor, none of the alcohol.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Most of us go to the doctor when we're sick or need prescriptions refilled. But at the Institute for Functional Health, we offer a different and complete version of primary care. This means you will get the medications you need, but we will also put together a custom game plan to fix the root cause and allow your body to heal itself. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we help people get off of medications. Call me for a free consultation, 468-1891, or online at iffhealth.com. You will experience a doctor's visit unlike any you've ever had. 468-1891.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We all know winning means showing up stronger, faster, better than before. And when you're chasing that edge, the Drop by GNC cuts through the noise, bringing you the best new innovations in sports nutrition and performance. From muscle building and strength support to improved recovery and focus, we curate the newest drops from GNC Amp, Pro Performance, and Mega Min. Plus, Ghost, Raw Nutrition, Bucked Up, and the top new brands changing the game. No guesswork, just leveling up. Check out the Drop by GNC for what's new, what works, and what's next.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
John always listens to his truck. So when his brakes start talking, he goes to AutoZone, where a helpful AutoZoner gets him the right parts. If John has time to put them in, he borrows a kit with Loan-A-Tool. And if he doesn't, he gets a free shop referral. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NBA begins the play-in season tonight. The Spurs are paying close attention to the Phoenix Suns-Portland Trailblazers game. Set for a 9 o'clock tip, the Spurs will take on the winner. The 7-8 matchup goes on today, or the 9-10 matchup goes on today in the East. That's Hornets in Miami, or in Charlotte, 6:30 tip there. Finally, the Rangers win 8-1. They're in first place in the American League West.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Head down. I don't know how I felt about this being covered.
By who?
By Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. They did a good job, but this is still theirs.
All right. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Now is the time where I like to see what's going on in the world outside of sports. As you know, this is a special time for us. Now, did you see the latest on this Camp Mystic?
Yeah.
What the guy is saying now? So the director of this summer camp, where 27 campers and counselors were killed last summer, testified that he did not see the official warnings the day before the storm hit, that the staff had no meetings about pending danger, and they didn't make the call to evacuate until it was too late. Over several hours of testimony, they gave the most Edward Eastland is the guy's name. He provided the most detailed description yet of how they did or didn't respond on the on that 4th of July. He says, I wish we never had camp that summer. Well, of course you do. He says that we could have saved lives if the camp would have acted sooner, but they couldn't have anticipated the severity of the storm. Now, they're planning to reopen in less than 2 months. They're trying to basically open an elevated area that did not flood. And they've already got 900 girls registered to attend this thing.
Well, listen, the thing about Camp Mystic, which makes this such an interesting story, is the people that go to Camp Mystic, that send their kids, this is old wealth in the state of Texas. We're talking $8,000 a week kind of camps. Mm-hmm. So you got the idea of, I would imagine, roughly 30% of the members' fathers are attorneys. Some of them made a lot of money in personal injury law. Some of them, these are some top of the top kind of lawyers across this country. So you're facing this on this end. Every one of them would be more than happy to sue everything that Camp Mystic has. I mean, take every dime. It probably could. And it's interesting that really hasn't happened.
Yeah.
You know, there hasn't been 40 lawsuits. There have been a couple, rightfully so. But it's interesting to see those that have been a part of this for multi-generations, whose mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers all went to Camp Mystic. And all of this power, all of this money coming out of Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and the like, we're not seeing lawsuits coming from every direction. There's a current of these folks that, let's just continue this.
Did they all settle?
No, this is all it's inside this insular wealth community. And it's interesting to see how this is playing out, because if this was just your random summer camp down on the Frio, there'd be 1,000 lawsuits coming. But they kind of held back on this. And, this is one family that owns it. And there's only so much money to go around. You can't get it all. So I think they're really trying to get this thing open. I'm not sure if it's not going to actually reopen.
To make some more money, that way they have money to take?
Well, I mean, when we're just talking about a very interesting situation here where we haven't seen what would be considered, my God, there's no way you can defend what happened to those girls.
No,
I mean, there's literally no matter what you say, you did it wrong, brother. Mm-hmm. You did it wrong. And we haven't seen the 30 lawsuits that you'd expect at the minimum.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see how this is playing out, because it hasn't been as litigious as it could have been.
A couple whose child was having a dispute with another child showed up at the fight. The Angel Palmer, who's 35, and Fernando Cruz, who's 40, were both arrested last week. They faced charges of second-degree assault and third-degree criminal possession of a weapon, both felonies. They showed up at this kids' fight. Now, these kids were they there for a fight. This fight was already going on. When they arrived, police said they found 2 adult victims who had cuts on their faces and the back of their heads. And apparently, these are 9-year-old son having issues with a 15-year-old boy, which, okay, you want to protect your kid. But it feels like maybe if you go to make sure your kid doesn't get beat up by a 15-year-old, maybe you wouldn't take brass knuckles and a replica pistol. That might be
a replica pistol.
Yes.
Well, first rule, never take a replica pistol. That gets you shot.
You remember?
What are you doing?
Remember the movie Snatch?
Uh-huh.
When he was like, the fact that your pistol says replica on it, and mine says double Desert Eagle, .50 tells me that you can bleep off.
And then they cut to the replica on, like, oh crap.
So apparently the police spokesman said officers viewed security camera footage, said that officers learned that Palmer and Cruz have a 9-year-old who was having issues with a 15-year-old, and the youths had previously gotten into a verbal back and forth. The 15-year-old has a stepsister whose boyfriend and a friend were the 2 adult victims from the street fight. Palmer ran her mouth via text message to the 15-year-old's relatives and unsuccessfly tried to set up a fight. So she said, okay, our kids want to fight. How about we fight?
Fight.
Well, instead, the 15-year-old stepsister, her boyfriend, and the boyfriend's friend were playing basketball when Palmer and Cruz showed up with a 17-year-old son and an unidentified man. Neither the 9-year-old nor the 15-year-old who were involved in the initial dispute with each other were part of the fight and were not at fault. This basically began as a dispute over kids arguing and turned into a street fight. They show up, they throw the first punch. It's very clear they are the primary aggressors, according to police. The fight eventually broke up. Palmer and Cruz fled the scene. The victims and other witnesses were still present when officers arrived and reported Cruz uses a set of brass knuckles and flashed what looked like a handgun. He said the 15-year-old stepsister had been present but was not part of the fight. And they've now been they've been charged with 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. So they're probably going to go to jail for quite some time. You show up to defend your 9-year-old with brass knuckles and a replica pistol. That's.
I always appreciated when my parents showed up at my fights. I always liked that.
No, that was not ideal for me.
Yeah, just show up and help me fight, Mom.
Yeah.
Bring the knucks with you.
And finally, this feels like a bad, just not a well thought out thing. The Seattle Police Department arrested a 20-year-old man for violating his probation and having multiple guns in the Capitol Hill area of Seattle. Friday at around 10:40, patrol officers searched for an individual they knew to be on active supervision for multiple crimes, including armed robbery. And when I say active supervision, I'm telling you he's got an ankle monitoring device on. He was located in a car with three other men after tracking him via that ankle monitoring device. SPD said they found the suspect in the driver's seat of the car. They recovered 3 handguns and cannabis paraphernalia. They arrested the suspect and detained the other 3 people who were identified and released by the officers. But if you want to live a life of crime and you're out on your parole and you've got an ankle monitor, you kind of have to just wait until that ankle monitor comes off to go resume your life of crime.
Well, of course.
This is some 101.
He's got a career to think about.
Flea bottom 101.
I mean,
you gotta wait for
you would know better. I mean, you got in-laws and stuff, Vic, with ankle monitors. Yeah, they would know better than to go out doing crime with ankle monitors on.
Actually, I do.
Yeah. Of course you do. You wrap it up in foil.
A little LoJack action.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
You wrap it in foil, you say.
Yeah, wrap it in foil.
Right.
And it's got to be Reynolds wrap, not the HEB
Not cheap.
brand.
Yeah. You can't go cheap. It's got to be, and it's got to be double wrap. So instead of walking around with
the non-stick one. Yeah.
Instead of walking around with a bulge on your ankle, now it's like a full-blown balloon. It looks like a birthday party. All right,
you're going to see some Sucias in Fiesta.
Oh yeah,
with some decorated LoJack ankles
with the Fiesta feet.
They got to bedazzle. Got to bedazzle the LoJack.
Yes.
That's not jewelry.
All right, we got one segment left, and then we've got an hour and a half meeting that we've got to attend. Rob and I, and does Vic? Do you have to be there?
Yeah, I think
he's
so.
there.
Oh man,
our social media is about to pop, baby.
But we'll do the daily lines coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs, and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Evan Cohen
going here? In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Vehicle safety starts underneath. That's why the pros choose Napa for undercar solutions that stop safety issues before they become costly problems. Go further with complete repairs that restore stopping, steering, and stability. Then grow your business through trust and repeat visits. With premium rotors, pads, struts, and wheel hub assemblies, Napa has everything you need to keep undercar under control. That's Napa know-how.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Galana says, I hope you're still with us tomorrow, AJ. You're not going to like this. Remember in our meeting? You're not going to like this.
You're not going to like this.
Yeah.
No, they don't do that.
I don't think it's that
Mondays.
kind of a meeting.
They wouldn't do it Monday in the morning. It'd be normally it hits
Today's
you Thursday,
Tuesday, by the way.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. You get that.
We do have a meeting.
You got a minute?
We do have a meeting on Friday though after the show.
What?
You didn't know?
Oh no!
I'm just messing with
you.
Oh my God!
I don't.
Why do we have so many meetings now?
I don't.
My goodness! Just leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I want to go home.
Hey,
I know, man.
This is such a great week. Getting ready for Fiesta. Getting ready for Spurs playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, anybody been down Calabria or military or Zarzamora? Do we have some tents up? Because I'll go.
Yeah,
we have some
I've
up
seen
right
some.
now.
Mm-hmm. I have seen some.
Has
Tents
anybody
for what?
What?
No, that's where they sell all
The
the
tents.
Spurs
I'm
gear.
sorry for all the off-market, made-in-the-garage swag that we're so well known for. So,
I saw something that said there's a sign, ironically in my neighborhood, Vic.
Okay.
That says it's the official. I don't forget what the credit union is. The official credit union of crazy Hispanic Spurs fans.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So
yeah,
there's got to be
tons of those.
So yeah, a lot of crazy Hispanic things out there. But I need to know if they're out there because I will make the pilgrimage. I want to see what they look like. And has anybody seen a flag? Anybody seen the car flags yet?
Oh, actually, there's one on Walsham a little bit further
No,
down.
I want them on the car. I'm talking about those car flags that everybody had 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Do we still like
the
at least,
big ones?
The little ones that you roll your window up and they flap in the wind. You know, the little the window.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
I haven't seen any yet. I do
attention
expect
to
to
that.
see some. I think I have some old ones.
So everybody goes down to the hood and buys like off-brand Spurs gear. Is that
The last shirt that I bought off-brand was I want some nasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was what?
that.
That's been 8 years ago, I think, 6-7 years ago. Then the Manu block on James Harden in the playoff game. That was another T-shirt. But no, we got garage dudes that have their own
printers,
silk press, whatever you call it, and T-shirts on every corner, man, and you don't have to pay the premium.
Okay.
You don't have to buy it doesn't have to have that laser thing on the side. It's straight up from the streets, homie.
You mean like the Spurs don't make any money off
No,
of it?
not a penny.
That's
not
right.
a dime. Not one stinking dime.
It's like the band T-shirts after the concert in the parking lot.
Exactly.
You always get the better price.
The dude's holding the backpack in the bag, just running amongst the crowd.
Oh,
We got that going, man. I want to see it this week. And then remember Fiesta when you're at an event and you got to have your phone with you so you know the score because it's coming.
All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Charlotte Hornets now 6-point favorites over the Miami Heat.
Wow.
Total in that one is 230.5.
I don't know if I like 6 points.
It's going to be a lot. I like the over 230.5. I'll just go with that.
Might be safer.
And then Portland is now a 3.5-point favorite. 3.5-point dog, pardon me, against Phoenix. I like the Blazers in that one, too.
I'm there. I'm going to stay with Portland.
Okay.
I like them.
In Major League Baseball today, Diamondbacks at the Orioles. Trevor Rogers going for the Orioles. They're minus 145. Riley Martin goes for the Cubs. Aaron Nola for the Phillies. Phillies minus 145. Mitch Keller going for the P-Rats today. Pittsburgh minus 185. They beat the hell out of Washington yesterday on Paul Skeens Day.
The P-Rats.
Yeah.
That's a new one for me.
Well, they're the Pirates is probably another way to say it.
I like P-Rats.
It depends
better.
on your...
P-Rats I'm sticking with.
Okay.
They wear yellow pants. That's enough.
That's
P-Rats.
right. The Detroit Tigers. Framber Valdez going for the Tigers. Cole Reagans for the Royals. Tigers minus 120. The Giants are in Cincinnati taking on the Redlegs. Cincinnati minus 115. Angels at the Yankees. Yanks minus 185. Marlins in Atlanta. Atlanta's minus 165. Blue Jays at the Brewers. Jacob Mizorowski going for the Brewers. They're minus 125. Sonny Gray and the Red Sox are minus 135 favorites at Minnesota. Shane McClanahan going for the Tampa Bay Rays. They're in Chicago taking on the White Sox. Noah Schultz, the just called up Noah Schultz, the top prospect in the White Sox organization, pitches his first game today for the White Sox. Joey Cantillo and the Guardians. Michael McGreevy for the Cardinals. Cleveland minus 120. And the Astros looking to finally get a win, maybe. Colton Gordon is going to go for them. They're hosting the Rockies. Michael Lorenzen for the Rockies. Stros minus 195. Brian going for the Mariners. They're in San Diego taking on the Padres. San Diego, which in German means...
We know.
Yeah, Michael King going to pitch for the Padres. Mariners minus 120. Mackenzie Gore going for the Rangers. Jeffrey Springs for the Athletics. Rangers minus 120. Nolan McLean for the Mets. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto going for the Dodgers. Dodgers minus 210. We do have to play the Double Dong Challenge. Vic,
Yes,
you didn't remind me. You didn't put it up on the board. What's wrong with you?
I did. I just took it off. I thought you were done.
No, I got to do it, man.
We're about to go out now.
210-656-ESPN if you think you know who's going to hit home runs for the Rangers today.
Seager.
Let's go with caller number 5.
Go
You've
with
got a
Seager.
shot at the Double Dong Challenge.
Throwing a lefty tonight.
All right, that does it for us, friends.
Well, it doesn't do it for us
No,
entirely.
that does it for us on the radio.
Oh, okay.
We will start tomorrow's show by bitching about a meeting that went way longer than it had to and probably could have been summed up in an email or by AI.
I'm going to be tweeting about it because that's what we're going to be talking about.
Edwin also will be tweeting about it from his account, so everybody
I'm going to
keep
be
an eye out
tweeting
for that.
as Edwin.
We will be back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again, friends. Blitz comes up at 2.
.94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.